Test, test, test. Sorry about that, guys. My mic wasn't on. Sorry. That's good. Now we are here. Does everything look okay? Yes, it does. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I just ate a bunch of food, and it was all leftover. So it was just this chaotic hellscape of like, hey, we got pizza that's left over. We're going to have some of that. That's delicious. We also have omelet. I just made an omelet because I like having my protein. Omelet. And then you're like, hey, let's add some more shit like a pastry. And your body is just like, what the fuck is going on? Why? What are you doing? It's always good to throw your body a variable, maybe. Hopefully, that's correct. Who knows? Well, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, howdy do we have an absolute gambit of things to do today. We have both ZZZ and Wuthering Waves that are just stacked as far as content is concerned. There is so much. It's almost baffling. And yes, and I still have to do a VR video today, so hopefully I can hunker down. That's why we're rocking an energy drink. What's good, Seb? What's good, Seb? Did you get you... Ugh, sorry. Did you get that video up, Seb? About the... I'm curious, Seb. What's your, like, content creator plan, actually? Like, are you... I know you're using your main point of leverage at probably the Siege community, which is exploding, by the way. And there's, like... it shows that there's so much, like... It's supposed to, like, anything can, like, pop off and grow. Like, Siege was going on for a long time. And I thought it, like... I knew it, like, had its dominant audience, kind of like CSGO. But the fact that, like, so many creators have just exploded in recent memory has been just, like, a testament to, like, a lot of games can weirdly find a way to work, you know? Even if they've been subsisting for, like, a long-ass time, you know? But, let's do this. Ooh! The golden poop. Weird. 60 gem things. Okay. Why is the shit tag the thing that gives you primo gems? I don't know why that is the case, or whatever the Primogen currency is called. Why are you always here looking at our stuff? What's your deal? Why is your neck so small also? Just kind of a side thing? But hot damn. And we have this guy. Was this Kind Bear? It's kind of a weird... Okay, sure. But, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a bunch of stuff to do because, again, like I said, we had a bunch of updates for both Zenless Zone Zero and, of course, good old Wuthering Waves. Golly. So, we have essentially a bunch of story to do in Zenless Zone Zero, which we're probably going to start chipping away at, as well as the new event stuff. But I don't even know if we're able to play the new event stuff because I don't know if I've progressed enough in the story. So I might just be chewing through some story today. But then we also have Wuthering Waves, that has a bunch of stuff to dig into. What is good, Bolte? Seb says, how was your day, Grizz? Been pretty good. Been pretty good, Seb. I was going to say, Seb, did you hear my first question I asked, or did you step away? I was going to say, what do you call it? Have you uploaded your video on Siege yet? Like, have you kept the pace up, or are you planning your next video, or what's happening? Or are you just streaming right now? I'm curious what your whole content strategy of a sort is. Yeah. Da-ba-da-ba. What do I want to do? That's new. Gameplay detail. Obsidian Commission now available. Hold onto your ether dewdrops and get ready for war. Accept the blade of Obsidian device and take a new unknown enemy from the thing. What should we do first is the thing. We could do that quest. Considering we have her, it'd be not a bad idea to do that, but let's do this one first. This one actually looks like a proper event that has like a time negation thing, so I imagine it's just like, hey, do this. Who's that? Clara. It said that I messaged her, but I'm messaging her for weird. You are the host of a foodie's guide. Oh, wait. Shit. I kind of forgot this was supposed to be a hangout, predominantly, with ZZZ as a catalyst. Maybe we should put up some gameplay and chit-chat for a little while. We'll do that until people come in. People maybe get here eventually, and that's when we'll transition to having conversations. But still, we make some headway in ZZZ. Are you the host of the foodies? Sure, whatever matters. Lone says, hello, I shall return once I get home. Gotcha, Lone. We work on the weekend? Hot damn. You must be the proxy my fans recommended. Nice to meet you. I promise to get to the bottom of the Bang Boo golden thing. That, yes, got it. Not big into text, which is funny, because actually I do have a big text. I read manga constantly, and manhwa constantly. I just heard there be golden, but there's no incentive for me to read this, you know? Like, it's like, I feel nothing, you know? The written text has not been written in such a way that has made me, like, feel emotionally drawn in. It's usually just, like, weird exposition to get me to a location, you know? But hopefully, we can get after it. Oh, no. Or is this it? Yeah, shit. Sometimes when you're doing an event and it says, like, hey, do you want to do this? Like, go to this event. It will screw you a little bit. It will, like, tell you that you can't. Okay, it's right there. Because I haven't progressed enough in the story, which is usually when it says take me to the mission thing. It pops up and then it's like, stop. You have to do more story, kind of thing. There was an I got you. Yeah, I can't turn off ads, unfortunately, on Twitch. I can on YouTube, which is the only slight benefit. Seb says, I've been streaming and I've been editing a video. I've been trying to learn the Yeah, that's a big part of it, man. Again, that's like the frustration part of it, the editing aspect, because it's just slow, and that's super frustrating for people at the start, where like you learn one thing, then you push on, and then you have to like pause. What do you call it? Go into YouTube, type in some stuff, figure out what you want to do, and emulate that through the YouTube video. And eventually, it's awesome because then you just know what to do because you have all that bank vault of information of what the tools do and how all those tools can kind of play together. But until you get to that point, it's a bit of a slog. So hang in there, Seb. Seb says, I don't know why, but it looks like a knockoff, kind of like Persona 5. Yeah, well, definitely it's inspired by like a Persona-esque vibe for sure. The knockoff part of it, I don't know, man. Persona looks like a Gen 1 game as far as the look of it and the aesthetic. It looks like a game that has really good mechanics and is fun, and yet refuses to use any new cutting-edge tech at all, you know? Whereas this one, I appreciate this one being that kind of bridge. What is this, by the way? It's a TV? Better check with Bella. I was just about to tell you, we've had some customers saying their playback devices were broken and asked if we could help with repairs. You handle all the repairs at home anyway. Helping our customers while you're at it shouldn't be a problem, right? That's insane. You have an automated business where you basically just sell DVDs and your sister's like, hey, do you want to pick up like mechanically solving each individual problem in a TV? Are you crazy, sis? That's not the same thing at all. One is like a TV fix could be an hour or 8 hours, which is why they usually go based on however long it takes. If their playback device stays broken, they won't be able to come back and rent movies. Well, why the fuck are we still using VHS tapes? I mean, like, what the hell is happening? I guess, yeah, we offer such a broad range of services. Just think of this as our store's special after-sale service. Yeah, you can tell that there's like a writing team that's trying to make an event, and clearly the writer that like wrote Bella has like a very on-point like cadence or character. Like she never deviates from like you could predict what she's gonna do and why she does it. I don't know if Bella's out here being like, hey brother, here's some more workload. Like we're always like, are you okay? We're gonna do our best. You should take some rest because you're working too hard. So this is weird. This feels like the different department was like, we'll just use that Bella character and we'll just say she has this. And I was like, Bella, I don't think would say that. Also, every NPC in this game looks crazy. Are you the video story manager? Yes, I wanted to watch the video we recommended at the Bella Twins, and I just realized the playback device isn't working. Can you have a look at it for me? Leave it to me, I guess. Thank you so much. Archie wants to find out the white shadow was following her that day. It fixes the playback device. She should find it out soon enough. White shadow? Yeah, we also went to the Bella Twins together the other day. She kept telling me it was silver white shadow right next to her. Okay. It must be her imagination. I'll go fix your playback device right now. Also, what do you call it, Seb? Yeah, I did look into how to do the TTS thing, text-to-speech thing. It is very cool. It does look like it's pseudo-complicated, though. But I do think I can make it happen. I just have to probably work on it like many days, just chipping away at it, because it's just like you learning the editing program. It's just enough of like a, I gotta what, you know. Seb says, P.S. Your hair and beard is on point. Thank you so much, Seb. Appreciate it. Sometimes my beard has a mind of its own because I sleep on it weird, and it's just fucked for the entire day, but I appreciate you. Seb says, you get the TTS? No, I don't. I have not had that on yet. Again, I looked into it because you brought it up, and I've always wanted it because I think it could be really helpful as far as like stream stuff. But the way that you can do it on Twitch is a way that I don't really want, because we have like every now and again we have like 2 viewers who pop up on Twitch, which I appreciate so much. Again, 90% of like any sort of revenue we make is from people just being more generous and donating stuff on Twitch. But again, just weird that that's the difference usually. Anyways, but what do you call it? A lot of people who we usually talk with are on YouTube, so I wanted one that works for both. It's kind of easy just to have Twitch rocking it, but to have one that also works with YouTube is a little bit harder. So I need to get like a bot in my chat and have like /command it pick up on that essentially. And it's really cool because you can actually like set up the text to speech in such a way that you can like basically you can have it like everyone who comments exclamation whatever will have text to speech ring out, which hell no, that's be a mess. It could be super fucking manipulatable. But you can also have it as set for like subscribers, members, which of course that's the thing. But then the thing I really like, which is regulars. So people who are consistently here, the chatbot will note that like people who are consistently here, and they'll get the privilege to be able to speak, which I think is probably the best thing to leave on. Is like have some sort of members, or have some people who are consistently here be able to have their messages read. Because that way it stops people from just coming in here and like spamming a bunch of racist shit. Even though you can block all those words, it'd still be disheartening seeing that, you know. But yeah, that's not as complicated as I thought it'd be. It got easier recently. Calibrate the single. Let's start now. Yeah, it's a mini game with a lot more steps. Let me just have at it. All right, what do we got? We got playback device signal. Oh, it's this one. It's like a little beat game, right? Bang, bang, bang. Green signal. Signal will widen. Green signal overlaps with the outer circle. Press X to completely tune it. Got it. Also, Bote says, just grinding till more arrive. Gotcha. Yeah, what do you call it? Ooh. Again, man, I feel like, it's like we go such a long time with, like, no gotcha game updating, and it's like we're kind of getting into this, like, the swing of things, and then you start managing, like, your daily grind, which is easy, and they're like, hey, maybe I can play another game. And then they all update at the same time, and you're like, fuck. Bote, have you seen stuff from that Black Myth Wukong game? Apparently it's fucking great. It's less like Dark Souls, and more like just like a boss beat 'em up kind of game. But apparently it's like it's not running great on software. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually can like hold true. I'm excited still for the game, of course, but yeah. I'm just hoping I can like dodge a lot of the PC problems that seem to be out there. Don't worry, if the calibration isn't going well, you can press that to restart. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's rock. Start. It's funny. I'm aiming at a very specific spot. I'm not looking basically normally. I'm looking at like a very particular. That was a little quick. Perfect. I need like a little bit of a delay, but I get imagining it's much harder, and it also probably fucks up the pace. Like go, like an interval of weird paces, or like. So I'm happy I'm going with my eye and not my ear. Master, you have mastered simple adjustments. Precision calibration. Ah, shit. It's like, oh, we made like a little baby game for you, but there's also a harder game. If you're thinking you're talking shit, you can now complete precision calibration, I guess. Ah, fuck. Here we go. My ADHD is so happy. Actually, I don't think I have that. My brain is not perfect a lot of the times, and I feel like it's just kind of a good excuse, and people kind of get it, because at one point you've been, overly ambitious and feel a lot of things. Focus started to dwindle there. It wasn't a perfect score though. There was 2 goods in there. Man, that's actually pretty fun. It's stupid because it requires so much focus when it's just like you hitting a button. But yeah, it delivers all the tasty dopamine. How much do you need to beat all these? Yeah, let's bang this out, I guess. Oh, is this different? Oh, okay. Oh, hate that. It goes away? Oh, that's fucked up. A red signal will come encrypted during the transmission. The transmission progress will not be shown on screen. This is when you must use your initiative to judge the timing to take that. Okay, that shot up in difficulty like real fast. Oh shit. Okay, this is where you use your innate to judge the time to take for the signal to reach the outer circle and calibrate. That's fucked. That's significantly harder. That's why it's only 4 ticks, I guess, but okay. This is weird. Oh, okay. What am I doing? Wait. Okay, no, it's not what it said. It's just like whenever I'm already watching the edge anyway. This is nothing. Okay, well, this is stupid. I thought it was gonna it wasn't gonna appear again. And there it is. We're fine. It's gonna go away, it's gonna come back. There it is. It's gonna go away, it's gonna come back. One more time. A little more times, I guess. I thought it was like a capped out eventually. But because I'm already looking at the outer rim as my judgment metric. S tier. Why isn't it? Oh, right. The other one is S tier. Right. Gotcha. This one is where it probably will get fucked up. Sure. Let's just see. Oh, it's gonna put both in there. I see. Yeah. So long as you're not overly eager. My brain's melting. Oh! Oh, dude. You know what's hilarious? You eventually get like this thing in your brain, which is almost just like you cease to start thinking. You know what I mean? like your brain, your eyes glaze over, and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. But I'm just trusting in the in the love of the game, like whatever, like kind of passive, Bolty, damn, what a god! I know, Bolty. How do you fare with these ones? Because these are a little bit tricky. Definitely fun though. Again, it's kind of hilarious because it feels like a prison game. You know what I mean? Where they're like, well, how can we make these bastards just kind of be satisfied enough and just be like content without like going crazy by being in a box for 20 hours a day? And it's just like, yeah, we'll just get them to play this game. and they'll feel so happy with themselves. But it does feel pretty satisfying. Also, did I miss one? Oh, no, these are the other ones. I got you. Which is probably just like, do good. Play better. But I think we might very well have... Well, probably we could grind our cash. Again, Fluff had given the suggestion, which I think is probably pretty good, to basically stop wishing for special things until we get to, I think, 45, he said. Internet 45, because that's when a lot of... I think that's when you can start farming for guaranteed legendaries whenever you start spending your resin, which kind of makes sense because, again, you'll eventually get to a bottleneck where you need XP and stuff like that. The issue is I don't know what I'm, like, lacking in.
Touch my
So,
tail,
like...
and no.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of that. But even things like XP, like maybe we should just grind up some like XP for our characters. Like I just don't know where to put our resin essentially, or our like daily stuff. Terrible says, I get you keeping at it. Am I the only one that keeps coming to Twitch? No, there's still the nub pops up on Twitch. Every now and then we get Astral Blade. But Astral Blade has been here a hot minute, but we get a bunch of people still popping up at Twitch. It's usually people who are like really like Twitch as just a platform and tend to watch stuff on there. But a lot of people have migrated over to YouTube just because I think it's like that. There's like playback. It's a higher bit rate can be offered there, and yeah, there's just like slight benefits there. Again, Twitch has like much better like gamification, which is good and bad as far as like that's a limitation that YouTube has as far like there's not a lot of gamification on YouTube. Yeah, I guess we should just dump our points into Well, I guess what do I need? I think we leveled up everything that we need for her. The only thing that's kind of I could use for this is her ult, you know. But with our special weapon, we don't really want to spend our ult too much. We kind of want to keep it in the bag. That's a little tough. We can also do that. I forgot we still need that. Ha. And technically, we will need a lot more of this. I think. Yeah. Well, you need like 60 eventually. Yeah, but that's like, that's gonna be a while till we get to this like level of which you can upgrade yourself to that extent. Tough. I am gonna say we should just farm. She's fine. She's not fine, but she will be fine. But I guess we'll just do this because this is the only thing that I could still. I would still like to level this up, so I guess this is the next priority. That's fine, and then we'll dump the rest into probably like essential material. It's kind of hard, though, because until you have the problem, it's hard to kind of get in your headspace of, like, trying to solve the problem, but, good. Let's rock. Also, Boti says, what is your favorite cereal, Grin? Ooh, Boti.
At your service.
I'll be honest, I'm a Honey Nut Cheerios kind of guy. I feel like they always hit, it's delicious, and it's not something you can't expect. Sorry, it's still something that that always hits to me, like, irrespective of whatever. Bop! We'll do this. It's hard to talk and do this. That's actually the OG reason why we... No, that's fine. Why we did our Hangout streams, because sometimes I can't, like, complete my... we can't have those kind of conversations normally with our other streams. This, smash. Definitely switch. Don't make me switch again. No, stop.
Take this.
Ah, I dodged. Give me that bonus. And ditto. But what do you call it? Yeah, man, I love me Honey Nut Cheerios. Not the like non-Honey Nut Cheerios, but the real Honey Nut Cheerios is just so damn good, man. So good. But there's a bunch of good cereals, man. I haven't had cereal in such a long time because I don't know why. I think it's just like I'm not sure. Like I used to be much better at processing milk as a kid, but now I just find like if I have milk, my body goes like, oh, kill me, and I'm like, I get it, body. I'm sorry I did this to you. Yeah, milk and sugar is just a real tough sell. Especially when I get older. When I got older, I think my body is just like, no, please. Whereas a kid, I could just go to town and be fine, you know? Upgrade all these. Do we want to level it up one more tick? Maybe. If we go with this, craft. Use the rest to make one full one. We need 5, so we'll probably just leave that. I think she's good. I think 7 at your skill talent thing is acceptable. Good stuff. She's got that. And now we're just probably going to start to grind some XP points. And just level up material because we need to do that constantly. And that's one thing I do think will get much harder to do is just get like actual ascension material. Do we want the... Are they like better? Why do they give you an option if there's not like the harder enemy types to give you more, you know? 6, 2, 6, 6. Yeah, same thing. Same shit. Same shit. Wait, is that too much? No, I have not. I see. Good. Good. What do you call it? Bota says, Cheerios always taste so disgusting to me. Whenever I tried it as a child. Really? Were you a... Let me guess, Bolton. Let me guess. I feel like Bolty was that Irish bastard. What is it called? What is that damn little fucker? That little gnome ass honey. No, is it not Cheerios? What is it? What's the fuck is that? Oh, Fruit Loops are pretty fire though. But I don't think it's a Fruit. I think you'd be the little Irish guy with like random candy in your cereal that tastes plain as hell. And imagine when you get a bowl when it doesn't actually hit, you know? Like when you don't get any of the special candy, like Fruit Loop mushrooms. Not mushrooms. Marshmallows. Sorry. Oh, damn it. I hate when you don't. Yeah. dodge that. Don't let her do her flappy thing. I was button mashing, and it took that from me. This should kill you, shouldn't it? Yeah. We do enough base damage to make that hippity happen. I like how your friend basically just kind of horribly eviscerated you accidentally.
Take this.
Granted, I do think Ellen can just eat everyone alive. So, yeah. Booty says, nah, that's too much sugar for me. Don't tell me you were a raisin bran kid. Booty, don't do this to me. 100 churros was the right amount of sugar, the right amount of decent for you. So good. And let me see. But I'm afraid Fruit Loops is pretty good. Fruit Loops is a solid pick. Fruit Loops is to me, I still think I prefer Honey Nut Cheerios. I think I like the honey taste more than just like the artificial like blue, red, and like whatever the other ones were, you know? Although I do think Fruit Loops, had like, they were 90% red 40, which is like very cancerous. It was just all the toxic chemical we could ever want. Fruit Loops was just stale. Not stale, just basic. Actually, look kind of gross. When you have like white loops and then just a bunch of milk, it just looks like mud. Essentially, not mud, like just goop. Essentially. He keeps telling me, oh, that's why, because I got like upgrades for our girls. Bang, Corin. Ultimate hits an enemy. Her damage target is. Oh, that's actually pretty huge. Share the enemy hit her damage against her. I thought it was like, I thought it was going to give us something like she weakens enemies essentially, but no. When Corin's EX skill, chain attack, or anything like that hits the enemy, the target's physical resistance is reduced by 5. Wow, that's actually not terrible at all. Stacks up to 25 times. I wonder how good that actually is. That probably is surprisingly good. Good shit, Corin. I didn't know that. And Abby, who is not the character we wanted, but in fact we got some consolations for. Although we do love Abby here. More just juice in the tank, essentially. Good stuff, Abby. Okay. I say again, stop telling me. Ooh, we got a nameplate for Abby. We may actually rock that. What's the nameplate stuff again? This. We have one. I thought we had one for Abby. God damn it. We have our stupid dude here. Ugh. Nah, too much sugar for me. I also hate those Lion cereal. Oh, really? You like the Lion cereal? I liked Lion cereal. It was good. It was a bad recipe. Like, it always got soggy. You know what I mean, Bolty? Never had the... Yeah, Lion cereal was delicious, I thought. But, like, the window of it being good was really weird. Bolty, do you remember that fucking cereal that was like a wheat square ball? Like a little tiny wheat flakes or like string woven into kind of like this square cube, and then it had like this white glaze on it or something. I remember that being the most hit or miss. It was so delicious and yet disgusting. If somehow it didn't like melt, it like the weird economic weirdness about cereal and how wet it is and like how soggy it is. But I always remember Tony the Tiger being brutal as far as like if you didn't get the exact right time interval to eat it all, it would get gross and soggy and nasty real fast, and it would be like, God damn it, why is it so hard to eat? It's annoying. Also, I did not check. I don't think we do. No, we do not. We do not. Also, we have such little amount of points or like gems left over. We did all of our dailies, but don't let me forget to get my coffee. Coffee. Nope. Actually, are we that close to being level 45? Oh, we are? Okay, shit. Oh, we're really close to being able to actually then have a pretty good... be able to, like, get the one... What is it called? The little legendary marks. What is it called? The legendary tickets. Whatever. Achievements, no. Oh, that's what we're trying to go and travel to the coffee place. Never heard of the... No? It must be a Canadian thing? No. I gotta look it up, I think. I don't know what it would be, what it would look like. Let me see. Cereal. from Canada, maybe? Yeah, maybe it's Costco. Let's see. Okay. Images. Is that it? That's it. It's mini wheats. That's what it's called. This is literally what it is. I can't believe I found it so fast. This is literally what it is, Bolty. Right here. Mini wheats. You don't have mini wheats? It's like a little square tuft, like full of grain, or not grain. It's like wiry oats or something. Wheat. Sorry, wheat. It's wheat. Literally, yeah, wheat fibers. And then they drizzle like a little bit of like something on it, flavoring extract on top. And it's by far like the most hefty chunk of cereal. You know what I mean? Oh, we have those here in Germany too. Okay, yeah. I'm about to say mini wheats. Mini wheats where they like. I don't know. I feel like I have memories where they were just the most delicious, and then memories where they just like dried up my mouth and they were disgusting. You know. Also, Seb says, "Hell yeah, that was my favorite." You like mini wheats? Yeah, mini wheats. Mini wheats is good. I remember mini wheats. Like again, there were certain cereals which had like too high of a failure rate. Like again, I thought Tony the Tiger's was delicious. It always fucking cut your mouth because it was so goddamn sharp. But at the same time, I always remember like if you didn't immediately eat the Tony the Tiger's, whatever it's called, like God damn it. Frosted Flakes, there we go. If you didn't immediately eat Frosted Flakes, it would dry, or not dry your mouth, it would like, it'd get soggy, and it'd be just disgusting. It'd be like the grossest of the cereals. Support certification, sure. It's not actually a bad thing to pick, since we will have to level her up eventually. We do have that in the U.S. and in Texas. Nice. As Seb says, I love that they don't get, yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like they were one of those ones where like, sure, they didn't get soggy, but they also sucked up all of the milk in the whole bowl. So, yeah. They were a glutton. No, wrong thing. Bop, bop. Good. Go. Nope. Nope, too much. This. Save. Jump in. Let's rock. I also hate the lion cereal. Never heard that. Maybe it's a cereal in Canada thing. Also, we have those here in Germany, too. Let's also... Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. Switch to this character. Stop shooting our people. God damn it. Okay, now we can rock. You're gonna get stunned. You're the one who needs to get all that extra stun bit. So you're stunned. Sometimes the Oni girl, I think the Oni girl, weirdly enough, is the only character that I really have to build, because she does feel like the only one that I sometimes don't have enough energy for. Dodge! Hold this! This might kill you, actually, sir. It did. Alright. I like soggy frosted flakes. What? Bolty, you're a mutant, buddy. That's wild. That's the most horrifying take I've ever heard. What do you call it? Yeah. It's like people, some people, when it comes to sexy time, they want to feel like something soft, and Bolty's like, I want to be punched in the nut so hard. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Who the hell wants soggy ass cereal? It's the worst. I will say, what was the one thing that was like the one cereal type that did taste good when it finally wasn't quite as hard? God damn it. Oh, that's what it was. I went through like a bunch of weird like health things when I was a kid, like when I was like a teenager. So I tried all the things as far as like, what was it called? It's like a healthy cereal type. It's not Raisin Bran, which is terrible for you. It's like the other one that's just like hard, tough cereal, and it's also terrible for you. Like everything that is labeled to kids is like, this is a healthy, or like your dad. It's like, this is a healthy version of it. Is in fact worse for you, which is hilarious. but yeah. Abby, I think this is Abby. Abby says, I'd like to ask you about the movie that's called The Heartbeat. It's about a mother who ignores the warning and enters a hollow to look for her lost child with a heart condition that requires a pacemaker. That's a very involved setup. It rings a bell. I'll look for it when that rings a bell. Great, thanks. I actually watched this movie a long time ago. I watched it in the cinema at that time. When I thought of rewatching it recently, I had a hard time finding the videotape. It would be great if you had it in your store. Good movies are worth rewatching. That's why videotape stores exist. Not these good shows are worth rewatching. Yep, that's my thought exactly. The cinema offers an enjoyable sincerity experience, but videotapes are indispensable if you want to rewatch a movie. Yeah, I know people really love the cinema, and I think cinemas are good. I also think people get way too up in their heads about cinema shit. Like they're like, you can only watch Endgame in cinema, and if you don't, you're just destroying the art of it. And I just want to strangle this person to oblivion. I hate it. It's like, don't tell people how to enjoy what is essentially whatever they want. It's like the same people who think you're... Oh, God, this is where I might divide the chat. It's like there are some people who think that by you asking for your steak at a restaurant to be done in the way that you want because you are eating it, and you will, like, if you don't... Yeah. They think that's insulting and disgusting to do to a what is it called? A restaurant. Now, if you go to a store where that's known that they don't do that, then yeah, sure, maybe you're walking into an ass beating. But the idea that, like, you have no input over how you would like a thing is a little crazy. Now, some people have too much input, sure, but yes, I think that's crazy. I heard that in a podcast once when I was listening to it. I was like, you guys are all fucking snobs, stuck up little assholes. You know, like, you have to, like, don't you fuck with the art of it. And I'm like, it's not. I mean, maybe if you're going to, like, a 5-star restaurant where it's like, bitch, you just shut up and eat what I give you. Sure, but if you're going to, like, a normal place, like a normal restaurant, I feel like it's totally fine to be like, hey, can you not have my steak, like, with a living heart inside of it, still gushing blood, please? I would rather not have any disease. Thank you. Anyway, I've been holding that in for a while. Bodhi says, yeah, but usually it's just the die-hard fans of something who have no... Yeah, people who are a little bit too much into it. Yeah, it's too much. What the hell happening? Abby's messaging me a lot right now. Why? Is it because I have enough friendship points so that she's like, Miss, talk to me? Guys, can I ask you guys something? How do you feel about receiving a text message? Not a Discord message. I feel like that's a little bit different because you can get to it whenever you want. But a text message. Like your phone keeps going, bzz, bzz. Okay? So I want that answer. Now what happens when, let's just say, it's a friend, okay? A friend messages you. You read the message. You're like, okay, here's a reply. Boom. Then you wait. They respond. You give them another reply. Maybe you can, like, you wrap up the conversation within that exchange. And then there's another message that follows up, like, again. And you're like, if we're going to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. I hate this, like, slow as fuck. Like, you get the ball. Then I get the ball. Or you get the ball. You still have the ball. Alright, I'm going to start working. Oh, the ball came back randomly. Okay. I guess here's the ball again. Alright, I'm going to... Maybe it's going to be the same time interval last time. I'm going to get to work. Okay, now the ball came back. I can't get anything done. Okay. I kind of painted the image a little bit too clear there, but the point is, I fucking hate it. I hate the whole back and forth texting thing. I'd rather just call me. If you want to talk, just call me. We'll do all the talking, and then we'll be able to move on. You know what I mean? I remember I had that happen in high school a lot, where I had, like, friends that were, like, bored as shit and messaging me, and I'm like, go fucking do something. go for a walk, or just phone me, and we could have, like, a conversation. I hate this idea that, like, we have to have, like, 40 minutes to conceive of a sentence. Bitch, be human. I want to see you fuck up and make mistakes. You should also want to see me do that, too. Anyways, what's she saying? What is Abby on? Sorry, Abby, I'm coming in hot. Have you found the videotapes for the heartbeat? When are you free to come get it? It's been quite occupied with my affairs with the cutting hairs lately. Can I come in a couple days? Sure, come anytime, by anytime. Okay, it's a deal. Got it. I don't know why Abby's talking to us so much. I think maybe it's because we have, like, friendship level 2 or something with her, and she's like, "You're all right." You know that? Yeah, she's happy. I'm not sure if she's. Oh wow, we're almost like max friendship with Abby. Look at us. I don't think who's the, like, character I have. Yeah, her. So she's not really. We're not really close with Ellen yet, which we probably should be eventually trying to do that. But yeah. Why does you have Billy here? I think it's because whoever you have in your party, you get the friendship code thing, maybe? Ugh, I don't know. Okay, let us start cranking out some story. Because I need to make headway in that, and I just have yet to do it, and it's a whole thing. Also, let me turn off Turn off the sound and buff up the other sound. It's already maxed out. Let's go. Okay, good. Huh. Boti says, I had a random ass WhatsApp call today for someone from Madagascar. Why do you pick up those things, man? I try to not give my phone number to anybody, and I really don't answer the phone because I don't like that. I don't like that, you know? I actually like talking to people. I just don't like... I'm 90% convinced it's like a scam. And I remember there was like this news coming out where like, if you even like accepted the call and say, like, they ask you a question, they'll take your voice as confirmation. And I'm sure that's all like bullshit. And it's like people can be like, no, you can't fucking like get everyone access to everything with just someone saying, like a robot, like you replying or something. Anyways, point is, I was terrified and I still haven't had like calls because I'm worried I'm gonna get scammed. I went down the wrong part. Remember that? Also, dude, Boti, you know what I love? I don't know what it is about me. Maybe it's because I like YouTube a lot, and it always, it's both heartwarming and just fun to see somebody have like just a really insightful idea and to make it work. And then also it's always kind of like dredged in like slight bits of like personal gain as well. But I found this VTuber. It doesn't have that many subscribers, but she's like this like cute little VTuber person. But she's basically just farming like the gun community, which I think is just like so funny and so good. And she clearly is into it, by the way. She's not like farming in the sense that she's not into it. It's just like every one of her videos is like reacting to these bigger YouTube channels like Grand Thumb or anything like that. These like gun tubers. And she's just like a cute anime girl like laughing and doing stuff, which is super wholesome. It is just funny that like it's working. and like macho man in military garb with like guns and shit are like watching, like sitting there watching this cute anime girl be like, oh my god, I love the M19 so much, it's my favorite thing. I'm just like, it's a real cool strat. It's a fun strat. It doesn't seem to hurt anybody either, and it just seems, whew, it makes me happy. I don't know why. I guess because people find a way forward into like a niche, even though it's odd, but it's like, it makes sense actually why that would work. All right, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what we should do. We should probably start to chip away at... yeah, we could just do that instead. I was going to maybe do some heavier missions, but maybe we should not. Oh, we finally... Oh, no, we're not quite there yet. We need level 5. Let's go to our house and start doing the tiny missions. Yeah. Boti says, immediately tried to block him, yet he is still spamming. That's brutal. I don't even have a WhatsApp. I know a lot of people have WhatsApp. It's kind of weird. I don't really know why. What that does that's special. I'm sure it does do something special. You hear a lot of people have it. Nope, it's the wrong sequence. We got this here. We're gonna move Ellen to your side, and we're good, and that's fine, right? Yes. Hot diggity. Immediately tried to block him, and yet I was about to say, Bolty. It's yeah. Again, to me. Oh man, this is definitely a conversation I should have with Fluff present, because he knows a lot more about the VTuber thing. But I don't know, man. It's very weird. I think I have such a conflicted. You may always make the joke, Bolty. I think, or is it Raid? I think it's you, Bolty, who always says, like I'm ready for the VTuber arc whenever it appears, GRINN. And what do you call it? To me, like it's simultaneously something that's very interesting, because like I like the idea of. Of characters, essentially. Like back in the day, I remember I used to... It was funny. It was a really weird thing what that happened. I was making content, like filming a video. I can't hear myself really. And I was getting into this weird subculture of like making masks, and I still just really find like it's fun, like just to create. It's like a really like pocket dimension of creativity, like the idea that you're making these like super niche and kind of neat masks. That's not gonna really play. I forgot we have to build up a lot of like hits. Static, and then we can let it rip. Switch to you. Switch back to Ellen as soon as we can. Starting to realize you might not need to stun everybody, you know? Oh god, hello. Oh, jeez, chill out. Anyway, so I was starting to get into making masks and whatnot. Anyways, I put it on when Halloween time came finally. And it was funny because, like, you putting on a mask kind of gets you this weird... Like, you almost can distance yourself from who you are as a person and do the funniest thing possible, you know? That's why, like, mascots are such, like, a very weird, goofy character. And then a lot of times you take off their mascot whatever thing, and they'll be like, oh, you're just, like, the most normal guy, you know? Yeah, you remember that arc? That weird arc we had? But, what do you call it? Yeah, to me, the whole VTuber thing interests me to that extent of, like, us being able to have fun with the facial animations and expressions and stuff like that. The one thing that does worry me about the whole VTuber thing is that I feel like it would be... I'm already kind of weirded out by, like, my PC being at its bandwidth limitation, you know? Like, it's at its limit. So I don't want to, like, put more taxation on it. But I don't know. It's tough. Also, it's, like, one of the stupidest things to do now. Like, it made so much more sense to, like, do the whole VTuber thing maybe. Like, try that fun gimmick out. What do you call it? When finally... when it was like hot and everyone was just being a VTuber in general was worth you getting like some attention, and now it's like the trend is kind of chilled out a little bit, you know. So bad timing by your boy and all that. Oh shit! We have more ice.
Take this.
And that is where all my damage is. This whole place needs to get cleared out. Ooh, with some rewards. Oh shit! Those are bombs. We go down the stairs, maybe? Oh, no, it's this. Gotcha. Sorry. My B. But yeah, what do you call it, Bolton? This is a rather strange question because I don't know if you have any interest in content creation things. But if you had to do some sort of like VTuber take, what would it be? What would your angle be on it? Would you do like, and again, I'm thinking in line of like, remember we seen like the salaryman orc, the orc salaryman kind of vibe, which is a very like really interesting idea. That's like a really clever take on the idea of you like playing into like weird, you know, obscure lore. You could say that like you had a past in Sauron's army or some shit and like have fun there. And yeah. Also, once again, I am reading nothing, and I'm just an automaton that seeks violence. It's basically the whole gist. Thank you kindly. Oh no, we're trapped. Was this all a ruse? Nope, we're just getting, yeah, trapped. That's it. Bang. Now that's gone. Lovely jubbly. Back over here. Is that bastard our enemy? Maybe? You. How did you break through the ambush? Shut it, you traitor. Shoot that man right in the head. Murder him at where he stands. Oh, an S-rank thing, triggering a perfect assist. I don't really know what perfect assists are. Appear only in... Yeah, the perfect assist, is that like just where you block at the right time? Or like, yeah, when you like switch to your character and like maybe you are about to take an attack? Or is that just when you like chain that detonate a bunch of assist swaps? Also, Bodhi says, depending on my situation in life, but I gotta say, for male VTubing, I just can't find anything appropriate. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'll kind of agree. I do find, like, how do I put it? I don't think the dude people, there's one, I think Aethel does a pretty good job, but I think Aethel's also so, he's such a comedian in a way, like he's all jokes that it almost makes it, like you're never really thinking he's the character, you know? He's just him happening to be a VTuber that happens to be a really funny person, you know? But no one who, like, there's some VTubers who really, like, nail the weird, like, leverage point of why that's interesting and fun. And yeah. Why can't I activate this? Is he not activatable? Oh, I see, it just has to animate that until, gotcha. I gotcha. Get all juggled. Bang! Switch. Do some loop-de-loops. Switch again. Eat. Just eat. Ooh, that's when we're gonna need to start stunning people.
Sure.
Switch to you. Do some spinnies. Get the buff. This is definitely... You'll die from this. I thought you'd have much more health. I'll save the alt, even though I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Chill. We should not save the alt. No, we can't. It's fine. You're not that strong. There we go. Do this.
Tread carefully.
So much for that cool block. And one of these. And then this. No. Right, this should kill him. This should be the end of the weird thing. Bang. Solid. Again, that like 20 amp damage on a person who has like our stun effect on it is clean. Makes bosses like that feel like nothing. That's the only really issue I have with the game. Oh wait, like with the current game where like I feel like I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit is the damn bosses.
I see.
Oh, we're already ready to rip. I do too much climbing for Ellen sometimes. It's just kind of a habit. A lot of stun build up on that one. Weirdly enough. Is that it? No, there's one little bastard left. This fucker is real dense. Ow! I didn't mean to. Yeah. Nope. Finish it.
Take this.
There. Ow. I keep accidentally going in the death field. How do I get to you? This? Do I go around? What to do? Yeah, is there an enemy that's still alive? Weird. I don't know. What is this? Get some more points, I guess. How does one get into there? Can we like dodge through? Nope. Yeah. Do I have to talk to him in a weird way? Is it B? There. So now does something trigger? It does. Jesus. Sorry. What he says, all I would think about would be a funny gender bender thing where you have a very cute avatar with a regular. I've seen that though, Bolty. I'm about to say, Bolty. I've seen people do that too. I find that off-putting a little bit, where you have like this schmexy waifu, whatever, and then she's just, it's just like a deep ass man voice comes out of it. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. It throws me for a loop a little bit, you know. It's like I like the inverse of stuff, but that's a little bit of inverse. Maybe we loop around. Can we loop around? Is there like a way over here? Maybe. Can I like break this? Not that. Maybe this. Oh, I see you. Over here, low. Or something like that AI video. But ooh, why? But ooh, Bolty, we have different tastes entirely. I feel like I'm sorry to judge you, so I ask you a question and then I immediately judge you. But yeah, I've seen the AI one too. I find that one too much for me. Too much for my fleeting heart. What is this? Significantly increase anomaly buildup rate? That's awesome. Okay, hell yeah. What about all this other crap? I see that. Now we're good.
I see. Your weak spot. Better dodge.
Woo! Shit! That's a lot of problems. I was gonna get hit by that guy.
Your weak spot.
Ooh, big guy. Usually that's it. Ah, I fucked up. Nope.
I'm here.
That should have killed you, but not I guess. Never mind. Bang. Oh my god, there's so much. Guess what? Not enough for this.
Thank you for your patronage.
Boom. Oh my god, there's so much here.
Out of the way. With pleasure. Tape it down. Out of the way.
That was a lot of damage for that boy. And keep hitting. Why do you stop? Easy breezy. All I would think about would be the funny gender better thing. You have a very cute avatar and a regular ass voice, or something like that. AI VTuber, and just a sidekick to your avatar. I like that idea. I guess that is what it is, right? Like it's basically. I think that I've seen him around. It's like that blonde like AI chat talking thing, and then he's got like a little, like, is it a turtle? I don't know. Maybe it's just that I feel like the AI needs to be better, because to me the whole time watching, I just kind of feel like, man, I hope the turtle guy just talks some more, because the AI person, I don't know. I don't know, you know. Is this something? Some explosives. Person's over there.
Out of the way.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly him. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah. I did see that. Then it is kind of good, because I think he eventually starts, like, I think I see him start to branch out. Oh god, these are bad guys. I think I see him start to branch out with other stuff, which I think he has like a girlfriend who he also plays. Maybe it's not a girlfriend. Maybe it's just his female friend that's also a part of it. But that makes more sense, because it's not just like this derpy AI that's like, you know, it's a little rough. But also I like that too, because he kind of made good use of the whole weird AI boom.
At your service.
Are you stunned? I can't quite tell.
Get lost.
Yes, he is. His armor was protecting him. Wasn't there... There's explosives there, but wasn't there yeah, there is. Oh, I can't get over there, though. Dang. Ah. Wait a minute. Surely we can find a way over there. Yeah, why? Wouldn't I not be able to go this way? Maybe I can circle back? Weird. Hello. I will say these missions seem to get more intricate. I thought they would be like, usually they were like banged out in like 1 second, but no, now they're significant. There we are. Now we go back around. Gotcha. Overthinking it. I thought we had to go deeper in, but no. Gotcha. Give me this. And then this.
This floor has been searched.
Good stuff. Good stuff. He has like filters on her, but she keeps overcoming these filters. It's so funny. Yeah, well, I think it's also people who just know how to like weaponize AI to some extent. Just bring your sister back. Load up that stun. Load up that stun. Come on, both build up those stun. She's so close. She's also weak as hell because of that. I took a lot of excess damage. Switch to you.
What a pain.
Cancel any bullshit.
This wouldn't be easy.
Come on. Kill. Or we get weakened, I guess. We can't kill her yet.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, what do you call it? This boss fight is very fun, but it's so much damage. We do need to focus on. Oh, why? I guess stun decreases over time. Oh god. Definitely don't put you on. I'm so good. You're honestly pretty great.
Avoid it.
Chill out. Oh, we're getting lit up like crazy. Which one is the... Oh my god, yeah, we died. We died.
Out of the way.
Fuck me, this boss fight sucks ass. It's like, out of all the boss fights we've done, and it's like impossible to just fight the one enemy. Sometimes the mechanics in this game eat itself. Like, I find like I'm not trying to do that thing, and then it's... Maybe it's just this boss fights that's trying to stack up like that, so it's almost... I'm dodging. Why is it not dodging? Oh, I have this.
Let's hurry it up. Better dodge.
Alright, they're weak. But holy shit am I too.
Face the consequences.
I didn't want to do that. I hate when the button mash sometimes eats this. Again, I'm hitting the button mash, but it doesn't actually button smash sometimes.
Following orders.
I dodged. It didn't happen. Yeah, I guess that's what people were saying about the one girl. There is a dodge, but it doesn't really feel like it's a thing. Like there's a cap on it, essentially.
Good riddance.
Are they alive here? Like, are they an instance? Oh, this might be my death. Where's the one? I killed one of them. Yeah, bad idea doing that here. I blocked. I'm dodging, but she's not dodging. I don't know why. Yeah, and this person needs to die fast. Die, please.
Take this.
Die. Oh, thank God. Whew. That boss fight sucks. Every boss fight is like garbage, like entirely dog shit, and then this one is just like impossibly difficult out of nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? It's all worthless, and then this just is just insane. Uh-oh. Oh no, did I take too much time? I couldn't go through that little warp gate? No. I thought I seen like this little warp gate thing here. Oh. I might not have done that properly. What's good, Nong? Oh my god, Nong, it's been fucking forever, Nong. How are you? Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. Language filters, I mean. Oh, I see. Yeah, people keep getting through the weird language things. Yeah, there's a lot of cool weird VTuber things out there, man. Again, to me, I lean against it because I think it's going to be a good bit of money. Maybe if I had like a random influx of cash that came in, maybe if like we had one video pop really hard on the My Past Matters channel or something like that, then maybe it could be fun, something fun to dabble in. But yeah, till then, it's something that I think would be neat, but I don't know if it'd be that neat, you know. Explore. We have some explore quests. These are probably my least favorite out of all these. The dang-gum explore quests. Nong says, hey, yo, what's on the menu for today? We're trying to get through some ZZZ. Just been chilling out, having a fun time. Nothing too much has been happening. We just probably grinding some ZZZ. It has not been bad, although I do need to do some VR at some point today, so I might have a shorter stream. Sometimes we go a little crazy on Sundays, or Saturdays, and we just devour everything possible. But, what do you call it? Today we're just going to chill out a little bit and probably have a normal 2-hour stream. So yes, we've still got an hour to go, so we're good to ready to rip, essentially. This one is always such a... Again, as more time goes on, the more I really start to not like this. You know, as beforehand I was like, it's fine. And then how, like, slow it all goes, it just feels not good, you know? And get concussed by a light thing. Bang. Nong says, hey, SSD now, nowadays. What's that mean? What does SSDD mean? I just walk into, like, a D's Nuts joke or something? Same shit, different day. That's a hell of a good saying. Same shit, different day, yeah. Same old, same old. Oh, shit. You can only use so much, so I think we should use it whenever we're surrounded like that. let's say surround me. So I can kill you where you stand. Okay, we're just gonna use that last tick, I guess. I do not think we did this in the most optimal way. It's kind of okay, because we can do this. What? Never mind, the fucking go through walls. Eesh. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely like do like puzzles in this game to where you have like 7 of the resources in your pocket, and you're like, I definitely killed that puzzle. And then when you have to use all of them, you're like, I'm the worst. But how's life treating you, Gnawing? What have you been getting up to today, buddy? Actually, not to just a day, the last little bit. What kind of games you been playing? Any sort of crazy shit happen to you? Over here. More of this. Hot diggity. There's a lot more here. We can go up there, use a teleporter to get up, and then turn on the lights. Got it. Okay. That could have been better. Use this. Because I have unlimited though, so what's really the incentive to not, yeah. Do this. Die. Do it one more time. Die. Turn on the lights. Nog says, I'm playing some Diablo 4 since the last season. It's actually fairly good. I figured it would take about a whole year since launch for Blizzard to get their shit together. So yeah, I've heard such a weird thing from the whole Diablo community as far as that game's concerned. Like, it's just a big mess for a lot of people. A lot of people are both frustrated. My brother says he's like, everyone's frustrated, but they still keep playing it. So I imagine it's like so good that it's still worth it, I guess. But I've heard a lot of people say that same stuff where they're like, it's bad.
Gear coins paid. Authentication.
Also, this feels just a little bit lazy, which I kind of am fine with because I don't want to play more of this. But, but like this, like the puzzle gameplay. Oh shit. Okay. I was just gonna say, like, when they just throw all of the special like Easter egg things back to back to back like this.
Unexpected gains. It seems fortune is in your favor.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck it, I guess. Here's all the things. Like, you couldn't put that at the corner of one of the maps or something. I suppose I wouldn't like that, so I'm happy that we're winning. What it says, meh. I think like D4 particularly. I don't like Diablo 4 personally. Yeah, well, what do you call it? I feel like a lot of people, it seems like it goes through ups and downs. Like, some people really like the like new changes, and then other people hate them. I know my brother's on like the super hardcore end of things, where he like loves the most difficult thing possible. So he likes challenge, like, and like everyone having to like go through the grindiest thing possible. But every time I hear him talk about stuff like that, I'm like, it sounds so fucking bad, like masochistic to an extent, you know. You're like, eeh. Also, I don't think we got a ton of resources, so we might do. Yeah, I guess we could do some. I mean, what other faction do we have? We've met a lot of. We've met these guys. We've met them, the red hairs, whatever they're called, and we've met the Billabog. Yeah, the only thing we haven't met yet is the other people. Huh? Is the Sons of Anarchy type people? I guess we haven't met her too, because she's a part of a different faction.
I only handle technical
Everything
matters.
else, we're caught up. So I'm wondering if we should start the next batch of missions. Probably. Can't see why it would hurt. That does give us a ton of reputation as well, and that'll get us over the edge probably today. Hello, Bella. Wise. I've been waiting all day for you. No, you've been waiting for like a week because I've left you here for like the whole time. I just got a DM from NEP and wanted to talk to you about it. NYPD, is that what it is? they want us to take our citizen papers as soon as possible to the nearest pre-print update our business assets certification for the videotape store. Gotcha. Better get this done as soon as possible. Let's get it done today. Let's go. Story mission a-ho. Yes, I'm about to do a quest I probably can't not do. Not choose to stop. Nog says, I mean, it is Diablo, but they did fix most of my gripes with it, and then some. If you haven't tried it since launch, check it out. You can level yourself to level 100 in a solid 6 hours. Legendaries are still rare, but not too rare. And Uber Legendaries Mythic now are buffed the fuck out. That's awesome. That's awesome. That sounds very good. The issue I always have is like, to me, I really like to. I like if I'm gonna play like an RPG of any kind or like a Diablo-esque looter shooter type of game, or just like looter, I guess Diablo would call it, looter slasher. To me, I really like first-person and third-person games, and Diablo isn't that weird. Like, I'm sure I could get into it, but on a surface level, I find it very difficult to like watch a tiny little guy run around, melee some stuff, go over here, melee some stuff. Like, I just don't feel like I'm invested in the character, like I'm building them, like I'm kind of like I am that character in a way, you know, all that stuff. Let's rock.
Did you see the message from public security?
Can you guys hear this? Okay.
In this day and age, they still make us go down there in person for something as simple as updating a license? Unbelievable.
Let's go.
Sure. Let's make it quick.
The closest office is the Lumina Square precinct. Let's go.
Also, Bodhi says, I'm enjoying D3 much more. Yeah, I think it looks good. D3 is, not looks good, sorry. It is good. I played Destiny 3. Wait, where's D3? Oh, no, you like Diablo 3, sorry. I thought you were talking about Destiny 2, but that didn't make sense because you said Diablo 3. Yeah. A lot of people have like a fondness for the old game, and I get it. But at the same time, I also think, I don't know, man. To me, I find it difficult to go back and play the old game when there's like a new game out there, you know? Which is weird, because like theoretically the old game could be much better, but just, to me in my head, I'm like, But what it would, like, the new stuff could potentially add on new stuff that could be exciting. And not stuff I've already experienced, you know? Because I feel like a lot of people have, like, the idea of, like, I like this better. But then if you were to go back... Like, how many of you guys have actually ever, like, went back and, like, played an older game and completed it fully? And then went back and did all the DLCs as well? Like, I can only think of a handful of games, like Fallout New Vegas, or a couple of games like that have, like, that incentive there. But I feel like a lot of people look back at, like, with a little bit of rose-tinted glasses and say, like, I want to go play that. Instead of playing the new thing, they go back and play it, and then they play it for like 6 hours, maybe like 2 days. But I've never seen someone go beyond it. Usually, it's almost like this idea of like I've already seen it. You know, like I love it and it's meaningful, but like I've already experienced this. It's almost like rewatching a movie. When you're rewatching a movie, are you like locked in the first time you watch it, or are you just kind of sitting back, like trying to like feel that experience again? You know, I have people say that with Elden Ring, where people are saying like, I envy that you're having your first experience playing through this game, because I envy the fact that I can't have that anymore, because a lot of people really love Elden Ring, etc. Go to this. Nong says, and also have a pity mechanic for sorts for mything. Nice. 2.5 per, yeah, exactly. Or yeah, it's just like a very pull back screen. Like I again, when I play games like that, when I play any game really, I either want to be so intimately sold to character, like God of War is a great example, where like I'm so locked into this extremely curious and satisfying and fun story, or I want to feel like it's my story, you know, like I want to feel like I'm building this character, like I'm gamifying the world, like I'm giving this random character in a different dimension or a different life, this like supercharged chance, you know, which I think is fun. But I don't have that when the camera's a little too far back. I can't really immerse myself in. Also, hot damn! I will say, this game has not a normal human being in it. It's almost like in this game, you're like, this is a normal, maybe it's 18-year-old, and then like give it a couple years and they just turn into fucking freaks. I mean, just like absolute animals. And then eventually you turn into a man again, I guess. The men look very unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Honestly, it's kind of sad because the what is it called? The goddamn like the beast people look giga shredded by default, and if you're a human, you automatically look like a twink. It's kind of rough, but anyways. Nahing says, for the first year of D3, I mostly played D2. LOD. What does LOD stand for again? Ooh. They didn't fix D3 until ROS launched, and about a year after launch. Gotcha. What game are you looking forward to outside of Diablo right now, Nahing? Are you excited for any game coming down the pipeline? Just because I have a very surface level understanding of Diablo, so I don't know too much about it. Lord of Destruction and Reaper of Stones. Oh, those are the expansions. Sorry, I got like bubbles come up. I'm not sure about you guys. Do you guys have that ever? I think you have it somewhat, but like I find where like ever since I was a kid, the moment I drink like any pop, I think it's specifically like Dr. Pepper and stuff like that, which people love. When I drink those kinds of pops, I immediately feel like my body like puke up foam, essentially. I don't know if it's just like my stomach acid is like fucking Fort Knox crazy. So as soon as I drop anything there, it's like a chemical reaction, then foam boils up to my throat. But yeah. Okay, I think everyone, like, you're down to pop, you have like, actually I don't know. I feel like some people don't have that. I always have like a little bit of foam that comes up and I'm like, oh god. Hello. Welcome to the public security Lamborghini branch. Don't forget to take a number and line up. That said, I don't think there's anyone else lined up except for you. Good citizen, how can I help you? Oh, Amy, this is Amy, just not our version of Amy. Tell her about your business credit issue, whatever it is. So you're a shopkeeper, and you're here to update your business credentials. Are you? I see. Please show me your citizen verification profile, and I can take a look into that for you. Thank you. After receiving the profile, the young female officer begins to wield the computer. What? To wield the computer terminal with a certain flair. Oh, I see. It's just a poetic way of saying typing. Like she's got shit done. Found it. This, that. Neighborhood, comprehensive video rental, and retail service store going by the name of Random Play. That's the one. Stop by any time if we'll give you a discount. Bribe the public service officer, etc. Haha, thank you very much. You're not kidding, are you? Okay, then let's get down to business. Here's a new declaration for you, Jesus. Just fill this out, answer a few questions, and boopity boppity, your business certification is ready to rip. Unless you have any questions, get straight into it. Let's go. No questions for me. Just get done. I won't take any more of your time. Let's get started. Ooh, this is where we're gonna meet our friends and pals. Oh, is this the story quest, Bolty? Yeah, I was gonna say Bolty. Yeah, special episode. Shit! I thought that was the kid. Damn it.
Juyuan, there's a new report out. Excuse me.
Please continue, Captain Zhu Yuan.
Yes, sir. The target of our operation is the Mountain Lions.
I have no clue.
A militant group that believes in brutality and is known for its involvement in violent crimes. Their leader, Razor, has pulled together a fierce crew using his strength and wit. One of the new faces we should keep a close eye on is Jane. She's played a key role in several criminal activities recently, rapidly rising through the ranks in the gang. These are the targets for this combat operation. We're planning to send a small elite squad for a surgical strike against their core forces, with the goal of crippling the Mountain Lion gang.
Captain, I have a question.
New character.
Go ahead.
The Mountain Lions are strong because of their armed members, but even if they're dauntless criminals, at the end of the day, they're essentially just a bunch of bandits. Surely they can't outgun public security, right?
That man shaves his armpits.
Instead of just targeting their
Damn,
core forces, why not go a step further and take down their headquarters altogether?
Well, because...
We can't. At least not yet. You are correct, Officer Seth. They can call themselves the Mountain Lions, but in the eyes of the law, they're just alley cats with a bit more fluff. Nothing more. and certainly nothing to fear. The thing is, they're slippery.
Slippery?
How's he drinking like that?
That's right.
His lip bottom
These
is
crooks
past the
managed
bottom
to get
of
away
his lip.
after every crime by entering a hollow and
Like the bottom of the
disappearing
cup.
without a trace. Our precinct has carried out several thorough raids, including systematic sweeps of the hollows they frequent. It's a real shame we couldn't find anything. Unless your report brings good news, Officer Ching Yi.
Oh? Let me think. The report indicated that our intel officers managed to detain
She
a
is
member
short as
of the
hell.
Mountain Lion gang at an old construction site in a hollow. Now would be an ideal chance for a surprise strike.
I see. Our precinct has invested significant time and resources in preparing for this operation. Captain Julian, you know what this means.
Why
Yes,
does
sir.
this coffee
I
cup have
do.
a lid on it?
You'll be leading this operation. Remember, we cannot afford any failures. Is that clear?
Culture.
Crystal clear, sir. Codename Operation Hooked. Let's prepare for
I
combat.
didn't know I caught up on the story. Yeah. I think this is the new story content. I thought we were already like I thought we had like much more story to go by. I didn't know that like the maid arc was basically it. And then this is I think the new stuff.
Save the trouble and surrender. Set. Attack formation.
Roger! Out of my way!
I forgot about stuff. We've been talking about so much about season and all that stuff. Yeah. So that might be fantastic. Oh shit, we gonna play them? Oh no, we're playing her first. Yeah, shit, guys. I did not expect. I wanted to save this for like when I could put it in the title of the stream of like we're doing the story mission for whatever her name is. Quincy. Again, I just need to hear it once. I'm like, oh right, that's actually. So what's good, Lo? Oh, it says Bolty, you stopped playing ZZZ. Oh yeah, what do you call it? I just seen that. Bolty said I don't play ZZ anymore. Really? Why? What made you stop, Bolty? Oh, you probably just got too many things to play, right? I feel like that's probably it. You telling me how to play my character? Get the hell out of here.
Spotted some mountain lion goons up ahead.
I said, how you gonna tell me? Now you fucking play Steven.
I got this, Captain!
But this is also an excuse for me to use you, who I don't have that much of, which actually feels surprisingly fantastic. Oh, we're gonna play him too! Oh shit! I didn't know we were gonna play him as well. Oh, he feels pretty good to play. I just want to play him more. He's not bad. What does his charge attack look like? That's pretty fire. Wait, did we just stun him? I guess every character can have like a stun effect. Hot damn. Oh shit. Okay, I thought you could hold that down and like charge forever. Maybe you can actually like weirdly skip by doing stuff like that. That's solid. Then the whole charge. So we got our basic attack, which is very crazy. Good AOE, solid. Then we got our charge attack. The charge attack. I think you have to hit someone in order to be able to activate the charge attack. Very neat though. And then of course we
Don't
have
be hasty,
this
youngster.
fantastic- She's great. Yo, Seth is fun to play. Yeah, what do you call it? Seth does seem pretty good. Seth does. Yeah, also, he has the most liquidy tail you've ever seen in your life. It almost looks weird. I would say mesmerizing, but then I also thought it's weird as well. But what do you call it? The shield gameplay actually feels pretty fast. I'm always used to like shield gameplay feeling very slow in comparison to sword gameplay because everything has to be balanced. But this is not how this game really works. So yeah, we just have to. It makes me more excited for Caesar. And I hope Caesar is sooner rather than later. Although I have the feeling that she's going to be put on the tail end of the banner. Oh, also he has an electric charge kind of effect. So is his discharge thing? Is that his alt? Or sorry, that is charge. Hold charge is when you like dump all of your excess energy. Also, how was your day, Lone? Didn't say hi. Little bone. You can read a skill in the menus. Yeah, I don't like how they give us this as like the character information stuff. I wish we had like their actual kit screen instead of like this bastardized version of it, you know? That looks like just a weird combo thing without the finesse. But yeah, Walrus is exceeded. You have electrification, gotcha. Dashing assault, chain attacks, judgment, ultimate, justice prevails. Cool. Cool. We got the skill. What is all this high voltage? Okay, we have Thunder Shield Strike, which is a high voltage. I wonder if that means it generates voltage for us. You should see Jane's tail. I mean, I'm not really looking at Jane's tail when she's on screen, but yes. But yes. Lone says, all the defenders feel great to play. That's good. That's really good to know. Oh, yeah, Ben felt fine. Ben felt a little slow, but that's just because I'm used to having a character like Ellen who, like, not only attacks and does, like, a ton of movement. Not only attacks and does a ton of movement. But yeah. Let's rock. My day was good. I got back from an outing with my best friend.
Why are we stopping on the second floor?
Fun time.
Looks like we need a key card to access the 3rd floor. Let's find it.
Got it. Okay, now it's going to teach us how to play Seth. Gotcha. When Seth has enough energy, press the special attack to activate the EX special attack Thunder Shield Rush. High voltage, and have him execute a series of slashes ahead. Okay, so that's his ult. Okay, so we do enough damage. We have his ult, or his skill, sorry. Then we charge up the skill, we let it rip. Sick. A series of slashes ahead, dealing massive electro damage while accumulating, restoring the gain of the shield. Firm resolve. Gotcha. Hold charge to do more things. Understood. What was that? What was that? When resolve is greater than 75, hold the basic attack to consume resolve and activate the basic attack strike electric stuff. Gotcha. Flashy move stuff. Yep. Basic attack, lightning strike, electric, wing assist, up, follow up characters, triggers, quick assist, previous character, shield, got it. Got it. The squad member will shield from you for his anomaly proficiency. Oh, that's pretty huge. Okay, it's a passive buff. Oh, Lone says, I mean, you're not wrong, Grin. I'm looking at Jane, you know, heart and soul, character, back, maybe something, hair. Says, I'm telling you, whenever bakery is next to the police station, they can be doing work. The bakery people, unfortunately, cannot do anything about androids, which is a damn shame, because you think if there's anyone who's modular, it'd be them, but hey.
There. They really think that's going to stop us?
Just some makeshift barricades. It's nothing.
All right, let's rock. Let's do this.
Breaking stuff is my specialty. I'm on it.
Solid. Ooh, now we have this. We can do one of these. It's okay. I crave the DPS. He's out here like being flashy, but there's not a lot of damage involved. So you're kind of leaves you wanting a little bit.
Ambush.
He does feel like a tanky boy. It is nice to have like a safety net of like. Like I really think I think she is probably a little bit more proficient in some ways.
You can check.
Elite gang members up ahead. All units, stay sharp.
Interesting. I'll teach these youngsters a lesson.
You got enough? Guess what?
Suppressor K-22!
I should have probably looked at their other own, because yeah, shit.
You may remain silent.
Sure, you do
Let's
stuff
check
too, I
your
guess.
math.
In position.
Won't let you down, Captain.
Is there a bug? Or is she like C6? Why? Did they change how she works?
Captain, we didn't find the key card on them.
Oh no, I hold charge.
Having come this
I see.
far,
I'm being dumb.
The key card
You hold
must be
charge to
around
do
here
stuff.
somewhere.
Right. My bad. I forgot how she works. I thought you heard her ult to get all the stuff.
What do we have here? Perfect.
Damn it.
Let's defeat it and grab the data.
should be enough.
Chingy, go get some rest.
Charge. And then this.
Accept your punishment.
This. Okay, that should have killed you. That was a
Taking a
lot of
shot.
damage for not a lot of game. Okay. I'm also sure I'm
Found
playing
it.
him not particularly well.
Downloading access privileges now.
Good work. Let's take the elevator.
Moan says that's how Seth gives you a shield. Oh, by charging up. So like you get static, then you do a slam, and that's how you get shield. Nog says game sound is a
No
smidge
commands from
loud.
HQ.
Yeah, it's
Let's
tough because
rest a moment.
sometimes I want to let you guys hear the voices, and sometimes it's not balanced in that way, which is unfortunate. I guess I could probably fix that in the options for the audio. Music is turned down. This could be turned down a little bit too. That way voice sound comes through a little bit louder. They were telling me. Or I'm getting old and my... No, it's good. Yeah, most people... Yeah, I always prefer the game sound not to be too loud because then it just makes everything like impossible to hear. But I do think people like to hear the violence, essentially. You know? But thank you for telling me. I brought a new game, says Lone, while I was out with some... nacho. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Lone says, but holding the basic attack when the bar underneath his health is full. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, that's what gives you the shield. Gotcha, yeah. But I find I'm not generating energy without using his ult, though. So I wonder if I just need to keep hitting stuff or if there's something more to it. I think Seth looks kind of cool.
Captain, we've got more gang members here.
And now we got a shield. Now we can rock. Probably should do
Allow
this,
me,
actually.
Captain.
Nope, that's this. Stop shooting the wrong people. Nope. Full charge. Yeah, I do. Yeah, again, I still think people are correct in that assessment. Some people say that you can very much play, what do you call it, stunner characters like DPSs, and that seems to be true. That seems to be pretty
Watch out
accurate.
for an ambush.
Tanker, again, I feel like it's pretty slow getting kills with him. But for a stunner character, because you basically make them so vulnerable that they're like, yeah. When you do like 17 times more damage, it's like everything's gonna drop, you know. But I do want to see Seth's ult, and this is where we get to see her. Oh, prime your heart.
Contact. 2 o'clock.
Up there!
So she's the target we're after?
Affirmative.
We'll bring you to justice!
Oh, really? We'll see about that.
What?
Think you can handle my tricks?
Hold this.
You asked for
Big
it!
sword, go! I love like weird anime shit, man. It's so funny to me. Where they're like, hey, what do you call it? A badass enemy jumps into the field. Why would you find this? And then we just start like throwing her up in the air 20 feet. And you're like, I feel like I should be doing more damage.
me what you've
Or I feel
got.
like this is making you seem pretty weak. Wah, dodge. Disgust me. Stun, 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 stun. Watch a maximum stun. This. Sure.
Do it.
You're under arrest!
This.
Hands up!
Nope. I guess this.
Cross the line and you get
Switch back to
stuck.
cop girl. Nope.
That was a little careless.
Dodge girl. Goddamn. No, don't focus on the random bullshit. They're like literally a non-issue. Jazz, calm down. Dodge. Dodge.
Need a bandage.
Chill out. Goddamn. I should do it. Go to town. Yes.
Don't even try.
Oh, we
You're
did it.
surrounded. Do it.
Both these messages cursed.
Damn it! These officers are no joke! We need to get out of here! Now!
You're not going anywhere.
What are you looking at?
I feel like it got quieter when I turned down the special sound effect stuff.
Hey, you really the best the mountain lion's got? Why do you keep scurrying away like some rat? Where's your honor?
I always hate the trope of like people having a sense of honor who are on the good side.
Your fighting style is way too boring. All you do is come at me. It's seriously putting me to sleep.
Listen up, you scumbag. I'm gonna beat you fair and square. I don't believe in resorting to cheap tricks.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Cheap tricks are what I'm good at.
I told you not to wander off. Look at us now. We're completely lost. Get him!
I smell etheric matter. Be careful.
These people are only gonna slow us down. PubSec is on our tail. Don't make things difficult. Let's bail.
Hold it!
Who's there? Stay back!
Let them go! They're not a part of this!
Let him go, huh? Sure. If you take their place.
Deal.
He actually agreed?
This is dumb. They would just kill the fucking civilian and like.
See? Told you it'd work.
Also, you never trade a civilian for a fucking cop. It just wouldn't make any sense.
It's clearing.
Stay tight and keep alert.
Like the cop's less valuable than the thing. I'm like, yeah.
Civilians. They're all safe.
The mountain lions are gone. They are slippery, just like Officer Byron said.
Hold on. Where's Seth?
That's not a bash of cops, by the way. That's just literally being like, hey, yeah, like the person who's like unequivocally is innocent, and then a person who's like signing up to be a person that upholds justice and etc. Therefore, there's a little tad bit of risk, so it'd be more acceptable if that something bad happened to them.
We apprehended all the gang members at the scene, except for Jane.
Not acceptable.
However,
understandable.
2 citizens and Officer Seth have gone missing. There are reports that they were captured by the gang. Understood. Our team is ready and awaiting further orders.
Lo says, yeah, DPS
So,
centers are
what's the
actually very
plan?
viable. Yeah, yeah.
What happens to us now that we failed the operation? You're turning pale, so I guess this must be it then. I'll box up my desk and return my gear. Oh, is it okay if I take my welcome mug?
Why are they getting fired? Did they like lose this person? It's also, I love this like trope in video games, which is like, actually I hate it. I say love. I'm being facetious. The idea that like, oh, you in fact you dropped the ball. You did something not so great. Oh, you're fired. A police officer doing something wrong and getting fired for it. Heaven forbid I've ever seen that happen. You're like, geez Louise. I say that as people who I have family who yeah. I brought new that. Orbit old, maybe. Like if this is 100 drop, it is 90 or 95. Oh, it's still. You mean it's still pretty loud? I see. And I'll try to turn it down whenever there's whenever there's less cutscenes. Because cutscenes are where all the sound is. Again, most games have shit audio balancing. Like the game is supposed to sound really loud, like the melee combat, stuff like that. I do hope that means because they fight against Shane Doe could be interesting in the spiral. But yeah, I definitely think they're gonna throw her in there as a moveset combo. Like I think she's gonna be a boss of some kind. Because she does seem like if she did more damage, she'd be much more of a threat. But yeah.
Huh? Hold on, Jingyi. It's not like that. We haven't failed yet.
Poor Julian. You're in denial that you failed. The core gang members, including Jane, they all got away, remember? The operation was a flop. But hey, you tried your best.
No, don't pat me. I'm fine. The operation wasn't a flop. I mean, not a total flop. We were at least half successful.
You need a proxy's help.
I guess I should have filled you in right after the operation ended. You know how the mountain lions are really good at hiding, right? We can't root them out because they always manage to slip away in the hollows, making it hard for us to pin down their HQ.
Right. They call themselves lions, but all they do is scamper around like rodents. From the looks of it, I think we should send them a rat to be their leader.
I think that's we know that she's basically like an agent working for the NYPD or like a different agency that's like probably like the FBI or something like that. But what do you call it? I think that's like, yeah, it's better for them to be like rats who just eat food and then scurry into the shadows than fucking lions who will kill and ravage anything that's in the like remote proximity of them. What are you talking about?
Right. That's exactly it,
I want lions instead of rats. Whoever said that?
Mm-hmm. I might not have it all figured out, but I'll gladly take the compliments.
Well, actually, the rat idea you just mentioned, that was our plan all along. Maybe we should send them a rat to be their leader.
Zhu Yang picks up an ID card from the table and hands it to Qin Shi. Oh. The hard plastic ID card, authorized public sector. Yeah, it's Jan Doe. Okay.
Huh? Jane Doe, contracted consultant for criminal behavior at public security. What? She's one of us?
That's right. Jane's been working with us, and she's our inside agent for this operation. She's the rat we sent in, the real bait. The real purpose behind the whole operation was to put on a show, allowing Jane to gain enough trust to infiltrate the mountain lion's top ranks and learn the secrets of their HQ.
That's a bold move. So in that sense, our operation was a success. And Seth, I thought he was too straightforward to play such cunning tricks. He really fooled me.
No, he doesn't know.
I thought they had actually captured him.
That's your blunder.
Huh? Not funny? What's with that look on your face?
Remember when I said the operation was only half a success?
I see, yeah, because if they didn't...
Seth, he's...
If the civilians didn't pop up there, it would great.
He and the civilians who were caught up in this, they were really captured by the mountain lions.
Meanwhile, inside Bella Twins Hollow... They didn't unveil her undercover stuff well.
Come on, open up!
Huh? But boss said I can only open up if you get the secret knock right.
I don't have all day. This your first day on the job or something? Huh?
So, we're in Ballet Twins Hollow?
That's right. First time here, Jane? Makes sense. This transfer station is one of the closest to our base, the Lion's Den. By the rules, we're not supposed to come here without the boss's approval. Yeah! You need the boss's approval to be here!
Oh yeah? And who do you think you are around here? Maybe I should be asking you that question.
Ooh.
Huh? Boss!
Oh!
That's Razor, the mountain lion himself.
Damn.
I made those rules. About the transfer station, the secret knock, all of them. The rules are made to be followed. So why did you break them? Boss,
We were ambushed by PubSec. They were fast and precise. It all happened suddenly. Things got messy real quick. If we hadn't pulled out fast, some of us would have gotten busted.
Oh? Yeah, boss. We even snagged an officer as a bonus. Look! Did you pull this off? It was Jane.
Boss, Jane came through for us again today. She stole the officers with a smoke bomb, and we were able to get out of there safely.
You bunch of despicable thugs! You have no honor!
I hate this trope.
It wasn't much of a fight. This idiot tried to play hero for some civilians, like a mouse walking into a trap.
Good work, Jane. When the time's right, we'll see if there's a spot for you as a trusted bodyguard.
Whoa.
Listen up! Those public security clowns are still after us. I'm gonna go find out what they're up to. Lay low here for now.
This is a very effective way of
I'll
storytelling
arrange
without
to
it
get you
needing
back
to
the
burn
den
the budget, you know?
safely in groups. You got that?
Crystal clear, sir!
Big alarm. God, Lee. I think he may be actually the boss that we're gonna fight next. You know, that actually is like a world drop boss thing. Whew. Finally made it to the rumored secret station. The last time the NYPD spent plan was for nothing. They managed to trick their own people into believing it was real. They only viable left on account for this is office. I was about to say, the whole Seth thing is a fucking nightmare because theoretically, if she was just the civilians, then they'd be able to she'd be able to sneak them out of some kind, you know. I was about to say, Lone did say something beforehand, which was basically like they nailed Jane Doe's voice actor, which is true. Like her whole cadence and her whole again, it's funny because we talked about this in Wuthering Waves, where I think the Electro girl, who is supposed to, I think, be like this kind of femme fatale angled thing, completely missed, at least for me. Like I just did not buy into it in any capacity. I really disliked that character to boot. This character, I think, is going to lean way more into the version of femme fatale that people enjoy, which is this kind of like sly, survivability oriented kind of person where we have Seth as the red herring of like virtue and honor. Only realize virtue and honor means nothing when civilians are going to get their head fucking caved in by some maniac freaks. Like it's kind of like that super edgelord quote, but it's like, tell a battlefield of dead soldiers how much honor really mattered. And it's like, fucking, it means nothing. It means relatively nothing in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, but I think that's going to be the position where she's going to be the version of femme fatale that people like, which is like, I'm willing to be the bad guy so that more people can survive and that more good people can be protected. Imagine her using Anomaly against you. Whew. Lone says, nah, this is a side story, Grin. Bella and Wise aren't really involved. Oh, wow. Okay. Isn't he new to the criminal investigation team? Does he even know all that's in and outs of their decoy play? Yeah. Why were they brought here, though? Have they changed and into new protocol? Just to be safe, let's engage him by taking another step further. Oh, here we go. I did not think we would do this today, but we're doing it. Certain functions may be disabled during special episodes. If needed, you can leave any time by selecting the pause screen in the top left. After leaving, your current progress will be saved, but you won't be able to start any new special missions or episodes. Gotcha. While special episodes pause, you can act freely if you need. You can use the following method to return to the special episode to continue the mission target left off. Gotcha. Cool. All right, ready for this, guys? That's fucking nuts. That's absolutely... Oh my god, dude. There's literally ass cheek jiggle. That's wild. There's like a reverb. That is crazy. From the front. There's literally... dude. Even the inner thigh jiggles. She's just nothing but pudding, essentially. That is crazy. That is I don't think that's the thickest character. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say it's the thickest character ever because, again, Nikita exists, and that's just going to be but honestly, I don't think Nikita has this level. Well, first of all, it's just not like a third-person game, so it doesn't have that type of perspective. It is a third-person game, sorry, but it's not like a third-person action game where you're able to swing around like this. Maybe like in one, thing, like one area of the showcase screen or the character screen you move around 3D-wise. But that is crazy. I didn't notice that the fact that they actually have like a jiggle physic within the ass cheek as her foot comes down and it reverberates through her whole body. That's just wild. People are wildin'. What is all this? What's good, Light? Light says, who? Hey, who are you pulling for? I already pulled for both Staff Girl, but for all y'all who are getting Jane, for specifically Jane and Caesar, I think you're going to have like an absolute, just a whole lot of character, a whole lot of physical team that have a lot of physical benefits to benefit from, so to speak. I would bust out... Lone says, what I love, because it shows that the world isn't revolving around us, and it makes me feel like feel more alive. Yeah, I kind of get that. Yeah. It feels weird because I feel like they've been conditioning us to kind of feel like, yeah, the world does revolve around your little piece of the world, but then it's kind of different, which is not bad. It's not done in a terrible way. That's literally Jello. Literally Jello. There is a booba jiggle too. Is there? It doesn't really look it very much. Maybe it's just the straps. Otherwise, it doesn't look like it's a... I guess. That one doesn't stand out too much. Why is she so hell-bent on her... Like, how bad is her fucking arm strength that she needs to constantly, like, disable the weight by doing that? I'm saving for Maya B? Who's Maya B again? Can you refresh my memory, Light? You got the bow staff girl, too? Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. Also, look at how the shot stockings jiggle. Yeah, I found that too without seeing the chat just yet. Lone says Nikita is the best 2D, but this hat is the best. I'm about to say the best 3D. It's. I didn't think Withering Waves would get outdone as far as like the sickness for the thickness kind of vibe, but it's definitely been leading the charge. Even these dudes, you know what I mean? Even these fucking enemy types. I don't know why they're associating like big buff guy with like evil monster, but yeah. Lone says, I'm going for John Doe, her engine, and C1 if I'm lucky. Whew, I hope you get everything you could possibly desire, Lone. Hopefully. All right, let's tease Seth, I guess. Weird, but fine.
How come I can't break out of these? They're just simple restraint cuffs.
Don't waste your energy. I injected you with muscle relaxants on the way over. You're lucky that you're even able to stand.
You roofing me?
Muscle relaxants? No wonder I feel so weak now. You'd sink so low as to use prohibited substances on innocent civilians?
Hey, we've never done this to anybody else. Only you got the special treatment.
Just work double time with that body.
Damn it! You dirty, sneaky rats!
It might be dirty to do this to ordinary people, but for someone who calls cuffs simple, it's a precaution.
You obviously have the wits to match your skill. Why not keep on the straight and narrow? Why join a gang of violent thugs?
Oh, you sound like you must know me pretty well.
Of course I know you. I've read your entire dossier. Jane Doe, a new talent recruited by the Mountain Lions. You've rapidly risen through the ranks thanks to your sharp skills and quick mind. Now you're already a core member of the gang's bodyguards.
Oh, and what's your point?
At face value, most would think you're just another typical thug. Cunning, ruthless, deplorable, and cruel. But I can tell you're much more than that.
Me too. Much more.
No, you must still have some virtues. Am I right?
You're asking me?
Let's assume that you do. Because I believe you do. And unlike the rest of the Mountain Lion gang, you still have some goodness left in your heart. You do, right? What I'm saying is, you still have a choice, Jane. You can turn over a new leaf. It's not too late. If you cooperate with me, you have my word that public security will give you a fair trial. They'll go easy on you if you change and help me.
Why is she looking like, he's maybe right? You're not evil. You're playing an undercover cop. What are you talking? Why is she like, oh my god, like, you're maybe right. Maybe I shouldn't leave this life behind me. What are you talking about? You're not bad. It's just crazy. Why is that? You're just, he's doing you like for all we know, Seth is a fucking mad lad who's out there like refortifying. Like he's laying this up for Jando to come smash down and be like, hey, guess what? Fuck you. I'll always be a gang member or whatever. And then it says like, oh god, no. Oh, you menace. Meanwhile, he's 100% in on it. You know what I mean? No, I know she's playing a character, but right now she's kind of going like, oh, maybe. And to me, I'm like, what if Seth is like 100% in on it, and he's just trying to cue her up for like you suck, you know what I mean? Like you won't sway me. And instead, she's kind of like having moments where she's like, oh, maybe I should not do this, you know? And there's fucking the bad guy who wants to like level her a minute ago, right behind her. Sorry. Read her C1 when you get a chance. Gotcha. How do I do that, Lone? It won't let me pull up the menu. Or how do you see your constellations through like not that screen? Also, Jane Doe's Mindscape art. And oh my god, Grin, I gotta send it to you. Sure, hit me with it. But it says, I mean, it's a cat. Is it a cat and mouse? Oh, I didn't think about that. That's kind of cute. That's a big, who would have thought cat and mouse? That's wild. All right. I feel stupid.
How's that sound?
You're Seth, right?
Yeah, that's my name. So what about the deal I mentioned?
Hey, you sitting there, the little lady. Yeah, you. What are you trying to hide there?
I don't have anything.
Oh.
Make no mistake, the only hostage worth anything here is the officer. Nobody's gonna cry if you end up missing an arm or a leg. Tell me, what are you hiding?
Whoa, hang on a minute, Jane. No need to get so worked up.
They say it's the eyeballs of hollow victims that the rats go for first. And you've got beautiful eyes there, Missy.
Woo!
I'm sure they'll love the taste.
I don't have anything. Really?
This is the last time I'll ask. What are you hiding?
Water! It's drinking water! We kept some from the trip over here. I told them to hide it. If there's a problem with that, then take it up with me.
The trembling hostage reveals a small bottle from her behind her, and Irina's silence fills the thing.
Officer Seth, you have an excellent aptitude for ether and outstanding fitness. Plus, you have many other virtues, like honesty, kindness, and determination.
What are you trying to say? That you know me?
No, I don't know you at all. But you're easy to read. And you've got all the stuff that bad guys love. Honesty, so you're a terrible liar. Kind-heartedness, so you're easily manipulated. And determination, so you never give in.
It's good storytelling because it's implying that like it's kind of like subliminally saying like this is all the reasons why you are gonna be the wrong person to like solve shit that's really bad. You know what I mean? Like I see all those characteristics. I realize they can be manipulated, and that's why I'm kind of stopping myself from developing too many of them. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't see any hope of us working together. Therefore, I strongly suggest that you be a good little hostage and don't try anything funny. After all, I am the only one here with some kindness left in my heart, right?
Ugh, you?
Hey, where's the guard? Come here.
Yes, Jane? Did you call me?
Keep a close eye on them, and make sure they're treated according to the rules. Also, make sure you give our cop friend here 3 times as much water. And don't let the others drink anything until the cop finishes all his water first.
What?
You like water, don't you? Well, I'll make sure you drink enough of it then.
This cocky young kid is pulled in over his head. And he's far too honest for my liking. If I take a risk and tell him about the decoy play, we risk losing. I'm about to say, yeah. So that's clever because she's kind of like, this idiot cannot. No wonder they didn't tell him what the fuck's going on. He's awful at lying. Unexpected trouble. I hope that a little intimidation can keep them alert and discreet. That's kind of good. Whatever happens, I need to figure out the best way to get this first. The ultimate goal for the investigation is the mountain lion's lair won't change. So I don't know what that meant. Let's pester the low-level henchmen at the entrance. Gotcha. I kind of don't. I want to take a pause from this, but can I pause this game? And oh, I can't. Okay, that's how it works. Sorry, my bad. The splash art looks great. Is that what you mean? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. She is eye fucking you the whole time. I don't know how to see your constellations though. It won't let me see. Is it more? No. It's not in achievements. No. Enter not. No. Nothing. And you guys have to wait a whole whopping 17 days? That's torture. That's kind of weird, yeah, because you can actually like play her here, right? So like it's kind of odd. Oh, hello. Gather information. Hello. Yep. Uh-huh. Locked in. Totally reading it. Just read really fast. You guys know me. Ba, 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 ba. I will say her run looks more like the problem of having that much ass. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh fuck, like just it's just a real slug. Sludge? I don't know what the word's called. When you get into her gameplay section, there's the pause screen there. Her menu theme. I might have to replace Ellen. Ooh, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Don't touch it. Some crap again. Her being all femme fatale. Yeah, I really don't love I don't like this when it's just like a bunch of weird. Maybe it's because you get to see her a little more. Huh, how sweet. Do you? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Ow. Jane walks over in a quiet corner and starts pondering the next step of her plan. Okay, time to sort things out. There's too much going on. Gotta take things one step at a time. About supplies, about the trans station, about the hostage. Supplies, I guess. Okay. About the station. It'll just tell me what to do after all this. Usually. Oh, okay. What's good, Faceless? Faceless says Caesar will be the booba tank for sure. I mean, I will say, I don't think anyone's replacing John Doe when it comes to the just wow. But upper part, yeah, that's up for a merit of people who can yeah, go to town, I guess. I feel like I let myself down by not wishing for her, but anyway. Right now, sure, let's do it. Is this a long mission? Lone? I think you're the only one who's done it here. Is this a long mission? Because I'm wondering if we're gonna be able to finish it within the next 20 minutes or so. Oh, we finally get to play her. Fuck. Shit, fuck. Jane has an extra dodge before she enters the passion state. She alternates between two dodges after entering the passion state. Jane can pass through enemies. Holy shit! In front, when dodging, each dodge has its own dodge attack and dodge counter. Oh shit! Okay. So she can dodge backwards, attack, and I think she can dodge again. But she has two dodges. Holy shit! So she can really cover ground. And Jane triggers perfect dodge, defensive assist, or a skill that deals damage in an enemy. She accumulates passion stream. When it reaches its limit, Jane enters a passion state. While under this state, Jane's physical anomaly buildup rate and attack will increase. And her dash attack and dash counter will be enhanced. Shit. So she does more damage as she's being played. So you do need to play a lot of the character. Interesting. When you switch off... Oh, wait. You maybe burn through it. I see. Actually, I don't really know how it works. When she triggers perfect dodges, defensive assists, or something like that, she builds up passion steam. Jane... Okay, so yeah. So basically, you build up stat... That's kind of weird, actually. Never mind. Yeah, it's a little weird because you got to build up energy. So you might want to build up energy, switch off her, queue up all your buffers and support characters, and then switch back to her. Although maybe you don't even need to do that. Lone says, Grin, there is still a chance you could get her. No, there's not. I don't think there is, man. It's just, it'd be bad optics. You know what I mean? Like, we really lost. You know, when it comes to, if we did really well with the one stunner girl, then maybe I'd be like, maybe. But we ate shit and died. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's a smarter outcome for us to probably hunker down and get Caesar. It is just City that I think her and Caesar are literally made to be like each other's synergy, because I do think that's probably going to be her weakness. Is maybe not. I don't know. I could see her weakness kind of being the fact that she can't dodge really well. Or no, sorry, that she I thought her weakness might be that she's weak, like she literally is just not a very strong character because she's supposed to be like an assassin DPS. But the fact that she has like a dodge mechanic built into her kit, it kind of makes me feel like, no, she's kind of made to be survivability oriented, and that's how she functions, is to get good at dodging, which is a shame because I actually love perfect dodging. Like, I do that more than I don't think I ever parry anything. I do a lot of perfect dodging, so yeah, maybe looking far in the future. If I would know more about Caesar, I might have skipped the Electro staff girl. Not that I don't love playing her, by the way. She's tons of fun. It's just kind of like, what kind of teams do I want at endgame? I would probably rather have physical, but you know. And this is the moment Grin broke. No. Lone says, for me, Jane's section took about an hour. Okay, so we might have to pause it for this today and only do a little bit, but let's definitely play her. Oh god, she's got so much more stuff in her kit. Holy shit. Okay, when Jane Doe deals damage while under the passion state, it will consume passion stream. Triggering perfect dodges or defensive assists will restore passion stream. Oh, I gotcha. Wow, so you can stay in that longer. When passion stream is depleted, she will leave the passion state. Gotcha. Upon entering the passion state, Jane obtains the basic attack's shallow kick activation. While there are active, where this is active, hold down the basic attack button to activate basic attack. Gotcha. Keep holding to extend the skill's duration. Basic attack stuff. Gotcha. Got it. That looks crazy. Let's rock. I'm sad, but hey, let's rock.
Let's start investigating.
She probably plays like shit. Okay, she probably feels like shit to play. What is that? That's so. I feel like she's jumping. Ah, fuck. She's able to like clear so much distance. It's crazy. And her dodge forward seems to not. Well, she dodge forward is a little weird. It feels like it's. I think it's because you're supposed to be able to dodge through people. So I think that's why she jumps to the left weirdly. It's so fast. It's so unbelievably fast. Shit. It's so unbelievably fast and zippy. And she doesn't have a whole charge until she gets her whole bit of business. Mason says, now he's broken. I don't think I can break. I literally don't have any money to break. It's just pain. But whatever. It's fine. It'll be fine. If you roll for her and you lose, then you might get a wolf boy, and if not, you are guaranteed Caesar in the next banner. I mean, not really though. Not, I guess. No, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. That sounds like a whip. Actually, because he attacks her tail with this one. I can see a shimmer in your eyes. Says faces. Don't do this to your faces. Don't do this to me. Lone says the dodge will feel so safe. Like even if you miss a dodge, you can just bitch. I got a second one. Yeah, I'll give bitch 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let's search some other areas.
And I just love perfect dodging so much. Or like dodging, I never parry, you know? We've entered into the cool state, and everything's dead. Oh, we also get all. Oh my god! Oh my god! She gets into like a fucking crazy sicko Neo mode. That's insane. She has 3, does she? Oh no, by the time you use both in sequence, the third is basically up. I see. And her tail glows. Her tail glows. Ah! And she's so fast. I'm upset. Grin cake equals fast fighting. That's yeah, I guess.
A high-powered security laser grid. I'm not going to rush things. Let's go around. There are security doors everywhere. Maybe they lead to something useful.
Damn it.
This crate appears to be pretty new. Must be gang stuff. It's never easy, is it? An unbound security card. What luck.
Doesn't run
Let's
fast.
give it a try.
Funnily enough. Yeah, guys, she doesn't really. Her run speed is pretty low, actually. So, like, you know, it's not that great. Detective, the laser activities. Yeah, that. Yeah. Again, I don't know. I just. Yeah.
Great. Open
just do it. I don't know why I need to be like.
Let's keep going.
This is why that's happened. I'm like, I get it, buddy. It's fine. Just you can do it if you want. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, well. Do. Secret agent, man. I haven't even had a chance to use her alt yet. Let's do a hold kick. You become a Beyblade. Fuck. You become a Beyblade. Oh, we do have her Y finally. Oh, Lone says, Grin, remember to look at the mindscape. How do I do that? Is it here or is it in skills? Core skill. Hits an enemy she causes to enter the gnawing states. Last 10 seconds. A squad member triggers assault on an enemy in the gnawing state will cause a flinch effect. The flinch effect duration is 5 seconds, and the assault damage has a chance to trigger a critical hit, which can crit for 31, and increases the 50. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Just a DPS perk. It's in the tab. In what tab? The third tab. Oh, I see. Okay. So these are her constellations. Okay, so her first constellation, and that's the other thing. If maybe her first constellation is like a really good get. The maximum use of basic attacks kick are increased by 1, while in the passion state, Jane's physical anomaly buildup rate increases by extra 15%, and each point of Jane's anomaly proficiency increases by damage by 0.1 up to a maximum of 30. Gotcha. So this allows you just to kind of fully send her anomaly. Is that right? Each point into anomaly proficiency, yeah. So it lets you buff up her anomaly proficiency right into her damage, and it lets you have like another spinny kick. Is that right? Yeah. She's pretty good. Beyblade, let her rip. Just spam dodge and move real quick. Yeah. I know you can do that. Yeah. Facer says you like DPS anyway, and plus you get 17 days to build up Primo Gems. Her days to get the battle pass. Yeah, what do you call it, Faces? Though I feel like I've had like what do you call it? I did a lot of stuff, and I feel like I still don't like. I feel like out of all of these Genshin games I've played, Zenless has the worst like currency generation I've ever experienced. Like I've maybe it's because I haven't been like gluttonizing the story, which gives you a lot of Primo Gems, but like I finished the story. Yeah, I'm up to the current place of the story. So yeah, I find that the story is or just that the game I don't have that much of. Yeah, like I don't have that much. I'm not getting that much Primo Gems, so like I don't really have faith that I'll have a lot. And again, if that first constellation is so good, I don't know. If the first constellation is so good, it's kind of like, Like, do I go for her if the first constellation would be such a nice gain, you know? It's tough. System processing. Valid member passion, level 3 detection, that stuff. System granted. We still haven't used her skill yet, which I don't really remember what it does. Activate the laser security system. Deactivate the resistance. Gotcha. Turn off the stuff.
Let's keep going.
17 Quinn and 16 plus Jane. Yeah, but then there's Caesar, and I really want Caesar.
But I also think this is a lot of fun.
And I can't see them like replacing a physical character anytime soon, you know? Because there's already like 3 physical characters in the game that I think could be eligible for DPSs. There's Nakamata, and then there's her, and I think there's one other one, but I can't remember who it is. Yeah, so I don't know if there's gonna be another physical character that they'll replace as far as DPS stuff goes. So yeah, sweet baby Jesus. Does anybody know what Caesar's Constellation 1 is? I'm also trying to enjoy this, by the way. That's why I'm like slowing down. No, I could probably replay it, but I think I have to replay all the story bullshit as well. Lone says, did you play Shinryu Defense and Hollow Survival? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what that is. What do you mean? What you mean? Let's use her skill.
Is that a control terminal? It could have intel, so it's worth checking. It's never easy, is it?
Why are you running so fast? Damn. I also think I just need to play her more so that I start to like wither down my want a little bit. Because right now it does just feel pretty fucking cool, but that's not even that. It's just like the basic attack feels good to rip off all constantly, you know. And it's also just the dodging effect. Like I love Caesar and I think she'll be great to play, but it'll be a new skill set to learn how to dodge or parry. Like my natural inclination is to do a dodge. Oh, we're almost there. Ooh, we're almost there. And yeah, she builds up her like whole like rage mode absurdly fast. Like I don't think that's gonna be an issue necessarily. Here we go. Yeah, she seems to do like an abnormal amount of work. Yeah, it does seem like there's a limit on how much. Sure, this I guess.
Ready or not?
Why is she in a fire?
Here I come.
I just want to use it just in case you don't get to see it. Oh, that's pretty fucking clean. Although I'm not sure if it's that much damage actually. Maybe it is.
Let's keep going.
No, it's because he's so close to death that as soon as the battle ends, the ult stops. But Faceless is the fucking devil on my shoulder, being like, "Good, you can do it." I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. I'm not lucky in this game. Besides our first week of Ellen, and then everything else has been bad. And again, I don't find the devs being generous with gems, not like Wuthering Waves. Like with Wuthering Waves, I feel like I genuinely like I have an abnormal amount, and I didn't get lucky with the pulls on Wuthering Waves that much either. But I just feel like that it's way easier to get gems in that instance, you know. Lone said it's no. I haven't done all the outpost stuff yet. Yeah, maybe I grind that and I start getting a lot more primo gems. That could be a thing. Yeah. We'll see. I think it's a good I think like Faceless said. I think it's probably a good idea to. In retrospect, there is a decent amount of time, like a time gap between this and then the future. And yeah, so like, I think I'll probably oscillate, come back, play her a little bit, probably when she finally releases in 20 days or 16 days or something like that. I'll play the like test model when she's finally out, and then I'll kind of be like, at that point I've played enough of her to kind of, her gameplay won't be so fresh and exciting. And I'll probably have to weigh the odds in my head a little bit more of like what is the right choice to make here, you know? Because the best long-term decision would have probably been to just not wish on her, not wish on the bow staff girl, and instead wish on her. Because eventually I'll eventually get a Sunra character that I want, which is Lincoln, just because of the standard banner. It might take half a year, but we'll get there eventually. So then that team will be like completely taken care of. and then I'll just need another team. I need 3 apparently, but let's just say this is enough. And having a physical team would also be really nice. And yeah. I already have Nakamata, so it's not like I'm boned for not having Caesar. I just don't know how well she'll play with Close the security door.
Great. We made it around. Let's get investigating.
I feel like I'm also getting a little, like, it's fresh, it's new, that's super fun. But it's pretty fucking fun. Is there more after this loan? Like a significant amount more? Probably, right? Yeah, because we have to kind of wrap up everything. Of course, I keep taking my sweet-ass time. Let me fight things! I do wonder why I can't spam that Beyblade ability a little bit more. Like, I wonder where the cooldown is. Ah! Fuck it, this. That does so much fucking damage too, boy. I just noticed she has like the blade on her foot when she does that. Oh no, she doesn't have it. Oh no, yeah. You have to like run forward a little bit. It's like sprints, and then yeah, she stops and her little blade comes out. Faye says posted her C1 in ZZ tab for Caesar. All right, let's pause it and check it out. Let's check it out. Maybe we'll see if it's worth like saving for more. Okay, so Lone says this is Jane's Cinema Mindscape Art 1.1. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Okay. All right. Caesar C1, I can show you guys this, is when Caesar enters battle or switches front field, she applies Kaladin's shield to all friendly troops. This effect can be triggered at most once each time he enters the battlefield. When Kaladin's shield exists, the character under the protection of the shield will reduce the total attribute damage resistance of nearby enemies within a 5-meter radius. It seems good. It definitely doesn't seem better than C1 of hers, which basically, like, not only does she start scaling off of her own most valuable metric, which is anomaly buildup, but also it gives you, I think, an extra heel kick spin. So, I hate this. It's such a bad place to be in. Oh, let's keep playing. Faces says, "Told you, yeah, it doesn't seem crazy. Definitely not. I mean, it's good. It's definitely like if you got C1, it'd be like, again, if you really liked her, I think it'd make sense because again, it'd just make her more future proof. But yeah." Lone says, "Too bad the only way to get a character name card is to get them to C3 or C6. Money hungry bastards." Anyways, yeah.
Great. Open it.
I do love dodging at the last minute and stuff like that. It just rips. It just fucking rips, man.
Another mechanism. Let's find a way around it.
Sure, some of this.
Either works.
What is the like the yeah, does anyone know how do I find out, like, why can't I keep spamming the spinny kick? Is there like a thing on my screen that says like it's on cooldown or what? Or is it at the end of a combo?
No escape.
Woo. He's getting zippity zap. Dodging does feel clean as hell. Oh! The fact that she can make her dot crit is insane. Is that what that says?
Seems we've got some free time. Want to get up to something fun?
It's also just not worth it to spend money in the game. Like, in my head, I'm like, maybe if we spent money, maybe. But then I think we did that once, and it made me hate Gacha so badly. It made me hate Mihoyo, because I wanted Hu Tao, and it was just a mess. Stitch! Stitch, I'm getting worm-tongued. Literally by a fucking rat. Okay? Stitch says, Logan the gangster trying ball. What? What, Stitch? How are you, Stitch? Lo says, so what you telling me is I need Caesar C1 too. Her C1 does sound good. I'm not going to say, yeah, doesn't sound good. I just don't know if it sounds as good as, like you said, proficiency increase with anomaly damage, as well as, like you said, anomaly damage can have crit, and then I think she might have another spin kick. That's a lot of fucking shit in her C1, you know? Like, damn. Boldy says, she is the one, Grin. Only, one, only do it with her. But Boldy, that's the thing that killed me with Hu Tao, is that not only did I spend 60 motherfucking dollars,
want to get up to
but then I still didn't get C1, and I only had C2, or sorry, I only had one constellation of Hu Tao, which felt like it was not the version of Hu Tao that was like the most fucking the best, you know? And it feels wrong that I give money to ZZZ before I give it to Wuthering Waves, which has absolutely earned it as far as being like a reasonable game with a ton of value, you know? Lone says, yeah, because with Piper, for example, she does the same, but doesn't do as much damage because it can't I see. Lone says, lol, Bolty, what you buy that what do you buy that phrasing? You know exactly what he's mean by that phrasing. He's saying, well, if you just spend money on her once and never do it again, then it may not be that bad. I had the same mindset as with Hu Tao, except you guys are thinking with like in the best case scenario, like how good it could be. Hey, Grin, you spend it's like you played a lot of this game, right? You played it for like 2 months, maybe not 2 months, but like a good bit of time. Give it $60, just like you give any other game you're enjoying, right? But then it's like, yeah, but $60 doesn't guarantee get you her, and it certainly doesn't guarantee get you 2 of her. So you're like, oh fuck, you know, shit. Yeah, I could basically spend that money and walk away from getting 1 of her, and then have her like half cocked the whole time, and I'm just like, $60 worth? Is this $60 worth of money? Doesn't feel like $60 worth to me, you know? That's a full fucking game, essentially. Bodhi says, look, if you want to keep playing, spend money is not that bad. I mean, what do you call it? It's not about the not keep playing thing. It's about the like. It's about the amount that you have to spend to keep playing is usually the issue for me. Again, it's not that like I don't want to support the game I want, but it's wild that you can spend $60 and walk away feeling outlandishly unsatisfied. When you could buy a lot of other games that are like fully fledged fucking games with like crazy stuff that I would also love in them, you know? That's the issue I have with gacha games. It's the value proposition to me is ass. Where like it's like maybe you get something you want, maybe we want you to instead spend $3,000 on one character. Maybe. And it's just like, kill me. Basis says, you got the micro dust. I got that much for like 2 pulls. I got that much micro dust. You got the micro dust. You can get the month pass and the plus event. You might close the gap. I don't know about that. All Agents of Chaos. What about Caesar? You know? What about Caesar, guys? Because at this point, I feel like I couldn't just go for 1 copy, because that C1 is, like Lone mentioned, just seems like it makes her, like, viable not only for the future, but, like, long beyond the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I could see her getting power crept, her base character getting power crept eventually, but her C1 getting power crept? Like maybe if you also had the other character that was good and new, and also heard the C1 was valuable, maybe.
Just
but
kidding.
yeah. Lone says, "May I find the pulls for may I find the pulls for what do you mean? What do you mean? You mean like I may find the pulls in the worldscape for that being the case?
Hopefully, this is the last door.
This is not that good. I'm getting hit a ton right now, you know? It's definitely her and not me just playing terribly because you stopped and talked for 20 minutes. Oh my god, she reorients when she's done spin kicking. So you don't have to like sit there and like do a dodge to another character. Guys, I don't even see myself. I just see a fucking Shadow Jutsu clone running around eviscerating the world. Ah! These games are meant to devour your whole wallet and shit. The gameplay shouldn't feel this good. It's the problem. Ass is nice, but ass is not forever, alright? There's always gonna be another ass. It's the gameplay that's freakishly fun. The ass is a bonus. But hey, Nong says fund as in pay for? What do you mean? Lone says, may I fund the pulls for Jane? No, you absolutely not. I will do the $60. If we fail abysmally, then maybe people can donate if they want to. But I don't think it's fair that like you guys pay for me. I don't think that's right. I think if I paid for myself and then we're like we ate shit and died in a horrible fire today, it is what it is, and then people wanted to do something, at least it's not like we're all suffering. We're all taking a hit. It's not just like you guys are buying something nice for me and like So maybe then, but I have to spend the money first. I have to be convinced to spend the $60 first. But yes. Faison says, hey, it's from... Also, what do you got, Lone? What are you talking about, Lone? You also were going for her C1. What do you No. You're gonna have, I don't want to fucking bankrupt you, my boy.
Seems we've got some free time.
Faison says, hey, it's for content and maybe future... No! There's no future videos here. I have no, like, fucking background in making content for this game. At all. I can't justify it in the slightest. It would be a very selfish gain. Yes. You like her as she is. SND, this is without her M1.
Just kidding.
I do like her without her C1, but again, to me, it's almost like without the C1, it almost seems like it's not worth going for. Like again, I have my cat. What's her name? That I think is not far off from her as far as like I don't think that like the gap is that heavy. With her C1, I could see her being the best physical for a while. Just because it's again like it does 3 things. Like not many C1s seemingly give you like 3 benefits. Unless I'm misunderstanding her C1, but I think that's what it's doing. The maximum uses of basic attack shadow kick thing, which is that like slicing spinning kick, I think, is increased by 1. So I think you now have 2 spinning kicks, which is crazy. Another thing they give you is when you are in the passion state, physical anomaly buildup rate is increased by 15%. Amazing. Just a nice, like a bonus. It's honestly just a spin kick. Having 2 of those with shreds would be plenty. But no, here's another 15 extra anomaly buildup, right? Fantastic. But where they really fucking eviscerate it is each point into anomaly proficiency that you have, her damage is increased just flat across the board. Not like her like basic attack is increased. All of her damage apparently is increased by 0.1% for anomaly proficiency. Up to a maximum increase of 30%. Wild. That is freakish. And apparently Lone was saying that she can crit with her anomaly stuff. That's 3 fucking amazing gains that make you be like, fuck me dead. It's not like Ellen who is like, hey, you can play me easier.
Just kidding.
It's not like that. It's like, hey, it's a whole ass thing.
Seems we've got some free time.
Faces says, right now, Caesar isn't holding a candle to that cake. Jesus Christ, Faces. That's one hell of a sentence. Phaser says, Lone will pay for them. He meant... No, absolutely not. He says, like, Lone got it. No, don't do that to Lone.
Next, I'll
Phaser says,
help us
ass
together.
play plus fighting, though, is forever. Lone says, exactly, Grin. Ass is eternal. No, it is not. Gnawing says, let my ass of Grin. Ass is not... Exactly. I didn't even read chat, by the way. That's just what I was saying. That's crazy that we're on such a fucking same wavelength, but different frequency.
Seems I've got some free time.
Phaser says,
Wanna
if
get
you
up to
get,
something
if you go to the event tab, there is so many events, plus Spiral Story, plus Hollow, and the month pass. Bodhi says, look at her tail. It glows. You guys are the worst. You guys are the fucking worst. You're like, yes. Yes. He's like, he's gonna break down. Oh. Lone says, all right, let's stop pushing Grin for Jane. Lone, we have to teach Grin the way of waifu culture. Just wait till her rerun comes, Grin. But at that point, I don't think she's going to be that good. Again, I think it's going to be, well, first of all, reruns are notorious for happening like a year later, like a long bit away. And yeah, I don't know if she's going to be as good when the rerun comes out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Here's what we'll do, all right? Here's the best, most fairest of the fair ways to kind of rock this, okay?
I'll make it painless.
I will grind the ever-living shit out of all of the events. I will stop playing this game for fun, and I will instead play it to win. Essentially, I will try to get as many Primo Gems from as many sources as I possibly can. At that point, we should be able to see if we're even close to being able to make the double kitty game thing. Or, to be able to basically see if we can get 2 chances at her. I will also probably, at that point, if we are even close, I will then drop $60 into the game. That is if we are close. And if we eat shit and die so badly on that wishing session, and if anybody wants to help, you can, but it's not the end of the world if you can't or don't want to. That, I feel like, is the most responsible and reasonable way forward. If not me just backing out of all this and saying, I don't know about it. I've seen some videos, Nekomata is comparable, but it's not even about Nekomata, really. It's about also her just gameplay feeling so fucking fast, and that I like to dodge a lot, and my most wanted character is actually Caesar, but she just feels like the key to making Caesar perfect. Because Caesar ain't gonna be this level of damage and whatnot, and when I eventually get... And also, I feel like I'm covered for, like, both gameplay types. Like, if you like dodging, fantastic. You got a character that loves dodging and iframes and all that stuff. But if you also want to do something else, like parrying, then Caesar can take care of you in that way too, you know? Yeah. But that's the thing. Is that unreasonable or is that fucked up? I don't know. Let me see. Nong says, in the wise words of the master, ass is forever.
Help us together.
You tell that to actually, you know, even in
just kidding.
Yeah, even as for I can see that. It's at least anime. Anyways, just wait till a rerun. In the words of a wise man, and forever. Save up for an eternity to claim your goddess. Hold up, guys. I really do enjoy. What do you call it? The goddamn Caesar. To be clear, Caesar is fantastic. Also, Fluff is in the house. What's good, Fluff? Phaser says you can wait for it. I know, but what? Yeah, again, I think that's the most educated thing we could do. We could grind up as many Primo Gem sources as we possibly can. Apparently, there's a lot of events. I'll probably buy the season pass. It's $10, sure. So I guess it'll be up to like $70 that we end up spending. If we get close to being able to get like 2 wishes, then we can do 2 wishes. And if anybody wants to help at the end of me basically grinding my ass off and dumping $60 of my own money in the game and wants to push us over the edge, if you guys want, if you guys don't, that's okay too. Then that'll be how it goes. But maybe we don't even need that. Again, this way I build up a lot of money, I spend some of my own money, and then we see if that can get us to the heap. And if it does, you guys are good. I can go to sleep that night not feeling like a deadbeat, etc. But if we can't, then for those guys who want to help can. But otherwise, that's be, I think, the best way forward.
Seems we've got some free time.
But that is
Wanna get up to
if
something
the
fun.
events give us even like a shadow of a chance, you know. Lone says, not if he doesn't want to Grin spend absurd amount of money in the game, so I'd rather not push the issue. Yeah, again, I don't think I'll ever expend an absurd amount of money in the game. I think I'd spend like $50 and see what fate can give me, and yeah. Fluff says, contradicting yourself again. I see. You said power creep won't be a problem for ZZZ. Now you say Jane Doe won't be as good with her rerun. No, I think. Well, maybe I should make myself clear. I don't disagree that power creep exists. Okay. What I disagree with is power creep sufficient enough to where you cannot complete the end game stuff? So there's two conversations, I think. One is like, is there such a thing as power creep? Depends on what your definition of power creep is. If it is defined by, there is, like next year, there'll be a character that's better than her. In physical, specifically. That's entirely possible. I wouldn't disagree that. But to me, I'm like, if power creep is like, this character is so skyrocketingly more powerful than the predecessor, that it almost makes the predecessor obsolete. That I find is much more rare in these games. That I don't agree with, necessarily. And to me, I don't think... Again, I could be off on this, but I think her C1 is so absurdly good that I think if you had C1 or like her and then C1 of her seems to be like just an entirely different level of damage. So I think like her C1 would, or her 0, just her, would eventually get power creeped. I think her C1 would be harder to get power creeped. I think it would actually need you to dip into whatever the next thing is. But again, I still have not found that again, you can clear a lot of Spiral Abyss stuff with like old ass characters in Genshin, even though you're not doing meta stuff, because the characters they've gotten transcended, but the Mihoyo hasn't pushed the ladder, so there's no real big issue there. You know, that's what I mean. Lone says, in Withering Waves, be getting a rerun of Spear Guy in the next patch 1.3 already, which I was shocked by. Wow. Yeah, maybe that's the play. Maybe they do more reruns, so maybe it's less of a thing. But I think reruns are going to be, I mean, at least if it's Mihoyo's track record, maybe even in Star Rail things have been different, but I usually think Mihoyo gives a pretty good amount of breathing room, like almost like a year or 6 months.
Seems
or 7
we've got
months.
some free time. Want to get up to something.
Basis says, same. Just saying there is a lot of stuff he can do to build up primos, because I got up to 60 wishes in the last 2 banners. Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe I haven't exhausted all those points of interest yet.
Next, I'll cup
What
us
it says?
together.
What? No, they
Just kidding.
should chill on that in Wu alone. I don't want to be rushed till Changli runs. Yeah. I gotta build up more. I want to at least dabble in some other characters. Lone says, yeah, I heard about that when it was in the realm of dreams. Well, theoretically, you could also wish the next thing, you know?
Fun.
Oh, fuck, the chat jumped like a whole ass meter. Give me a sec. Morty says that, yeah, heard about that. Fluff says, John Doe's additional ability is same faction or a second anomaly character. Nakamata is same faction or of another physical. And Caesar is same faction or another parry-capable character.
Just kidding.
Oh, I see. So maybe it won't work really great with the one character. John Doe is ability is the same faction or second anomaly character. Nekomata is same faction or another physical. And Caesar is same faction or another parry capable character. What does the parry capable character mean? So maybe that won't synergize then? Jan Doe and Caesar? What does a parry capable character mean? Yeah, if that's the case, then maybe that team wouldn't be perfect. Because my team in my head, which I thought would be pretty good, would be Jane Doe and Caesar, and Caesar could act as a stunner character, and then you could just use a support that's in her faction, which is the Lucy, for more damage. Beza says, I always say get a character you like to play, not just big PP damage. If you like her, get her. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Face, I get you, I feel you, I understand you, but at the same time, I always feel like it's like that idea is also rife with the same idea of like people saying money can't buy you happiness.
Just kidding.
It might very well be true that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure as hell helps. Okay, so like to me, I honestly would rather have the money and figure out the happiness thing on my own. Okay, so I'd rather have the damage, which she seems to have, and also I happen to really like her kit, which that's like when you're like, holy fuck, now we gotta reconsider our plan. Faceless says, I always say to get that right. Nong says, that I can agree with Faceless. With just 2 months membership, a battle pass, and exhausting the content of 1.1, I had enough pulls to get 2 copies of Zhu Yang and Kuai Chi. I still have half hard pity remaining, the most of it, 1.1 to go. Yeah, so maybe if I just hunker down and I start grinding out all the shit, maybe I'll eventually get up enough of the currency, but yeah. I never spent my Brow Jams on anything other than EMTs. Yeah, no, I've not either.
Some free time? Want to get up to something
Faces says you can get so many pulls between 30 days if you really grind up like you said, Grin, then rather spending your money on then rather spend... Bodhi says, if you really grind up like you said, Grin, then rather spend... I would rather spend my money on Caesar? Well, not really, because I don't think Caesar has any... Like, I don't think Caesar's going to have a... Like, her C1 wasn't that crazy to me. It was a good support ability, but it wasn't like hers. Like, her ability sounds crazy, her C1. And Caesar's weapon, I don't know if is going to be entirely insane either. Maybe makes her a DPS, but I don't think that's the case. I could see her like C6 being the thing that makes her like a full-fledged DPS. Since you could luck out on her banner next time. Oh, you're on a 19-minute jive stitch? Hot damn. Chat is jumping. Let me see.
I'll cuff us together.
Especially if you like her too, since you could luck out on her banner next then. Yeah. So for Sheena Defense High, Hollow Zero Challenge side, commissions are just a matter of having the right attributes to get all 3 gold checks. So the long term, you'll want a viable fire, ice, ether, shock team, which you can have partially attribute to solve that for a few combos like ether and all that stuff. Yeah, that's a part of the game that to me I'm not like, again, that's like big brain end game type stuff that to me I try not to think about, because it seems like too much right now, like to overwhelm the shit out of you of like, okay, now I need to build every team. I'd much rather just have 2 teams that I rock with and I try to build out fully, and then maybe eventually I'll have a 3rd team. Hopefully I'm not missing out on too many Primo Gems for that. I think you can still get like a decent amount of that achieved without having everything perfectly in alignment, I'd hope. But yeah. Fluff says, I'm currently hurting for lacking ice agents since I skipped Ellen. I still don't have Lycan. But a few ice agents, I'm not sure yet, Caesar, but I could be a poor translation for the defense character or something. We'll have to wait until Caesar is close to release with the English beta. Yeah.
Next.
Love says, I'll add to Faceless's statement in the to get the character you like most while also making sure it fits the needs of the game requirement. Yeah, I was about to say, to me, again, it's like I always felt bad because I never got Hu Tao. Like, I always just make, like, the whole gacha thing, like, my world crumbled when I didn't get Hu Tao because it's such a different character. Like, it feels so dog shit. Absolutely horrific to play Hu Tao with not C1. It feels terrible. Like, terrible. And yeah, like, to me, I always hated the fact that I didn't. So, like, to me, it's like, yeah, you could get a character that you love the look of, loved Hu Tao's look. I loved everything about the character. I loved her fire, her like animations were great, all that. But she was so dependent on her C1. I don't know if she's as dependent on her C1. I think her C1 is just such a variable that you should consider. Yeah, like not very many C1s give you 3 fucking bonuses that all seem pretty goddamn good. and also very much seems like it scales her, which is something that, like, to me would make her just not, like, again, give her some future proofing. Lone says, I never understood that saying, like, money may not buy happiness. Everyone, like, anyone who thinks about it, I'm 90% convinced that the whole money can't buy happiness is a lie told to like poor people by rich people, just so that they could stay rich, essentially. I 100% believe that. It's absolutely nuts. Directly buy, but you can buy sure things to make it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Again, I think the idea is that, like, I think at the highest echelon of money greed, you end up, like, spending so much money on shit that doesn't matter. So, like, and I think that's where the issue happens. Like, I think if you're able to stay middle class and then have a shit ton of money, you're fucking on cloud nine all the time. Whereas if you're, like, in a skyscraper, and you can buy whatever you want, like PewDiePie talks about this, but, like, if you can buy anything, there's no meaning in anything. Like, why not just buy 40,000 cars? Eventually, you're gonna be like, what is that car over there? Like, nothing means anything, you know? Whereas, because, like, whether you have, like, maybe it's an anime figure or something like that. Maybe it was an anime figure that cost fucking $300, but it looks so fucking sick that whenever anyone walks by, they're like, that's fucking crazy. And it means something to you. And again, people talk about the same thing of, like, how you can fix that problem is by, like, making sure something breaks before you buy something new. So you still, like, everyone needs, like, a limitation, basically, or else if everything's on the table, like, nothing is. Like, this is one of the creepy things that you see with people who have a lot of power and influence, or money and influence. There's a disgusting correlation with money and influence directly into, like, adolescent stuff, like young weird shit, essentially, because it basically, they're still looking for something that they're otherwise perceived to not be able to do. That's something that is like socially, like, determined to be disgusting, and that creates this really warped thing. And that's where a lot of weird mental things come in when it comes to rich people being just like, kidding. I need to feel something again. And yeah. Piper, let me see what is happening with this. Fluff says the easier combo for getting both additional abilities for Jane and Caesar would be Piper. Yeah, I know, but I don't like Piper. Piper I don't fucking like. Piper's just fucking ass. I hate Piper. I hate her. Ooh, look at me, I have a hammer, I spin around. Ugh. God. Fluff says, alternatively, if you opt to skip Jane, Nekomata plus Caesar plus Lucy wouldn't be bad. I don't want anyone to take Nekomata from me, because Nekomata fits in my ice team. Or lighter if he's included in 1.2. Yeah. Fluff says that's why you get Nekomata and Caesar's additional ability and still have a viable support to stun until paired for a full physical. Yeah, I hate the fucking, like, I wish it was all like elemental synergy or elemental, same team, elemental pairing, and then whatever else you want to fucking add. It's annoying that they're like, well, the whole elemental thing doesn't make any sense. Why?
I'll cup us together.
I'm simply presenting outside. No, I appreciate. I gotta do more research on it, because maybe I don't actually want. Because the only reason why I'd want Jane, not the only reason, sorry, but the main reason why I'd want Jane is because I think she is, like, the best pairing with Caesar, because she's a physical character that scales, and she seems to, like, do a lot of good shredding for physical stuff as well. So she just seems to be, like, the best match for Caesar. But yeah. But if they can't play in the same team together, then it feels not quite as good. Floan says, me personally, I never felt C1 for Hu Tao was needed, but I also felt like yeah, I can only tell you how I feel, Lone. Maybe some people loved it, but I always thought, like, it changes the character from having to, like, again, maybe it's just that I was always more dodge heavy, so I just constantly kept depleting my stamina, but I felt like it was so fucking nice to have Hu Tao's dodge. It made her feel just like unstoppable, letting it rip constantly. You'd switch to other characters, cycle your stuff, and then you would be back up, and then you could just, like, let it rip again. Whereas with me, I always felt like by the time I I finished doing Hu Tao stuff, I switched to my other characters, and I didn't have any stamina to like dodge or anything, because that's what you used up every time you did a charge attack. And then I get hit or something like that. And I'm like, goddamn, my supports are like dying. And Hu Tao can heal herself, but not my supports. They're the thing that's getting hit, because when I switch off to her, that's when I'm getting lit up, you know. Fluff says, I mean, I got such a figurine. yeah. Nice. Again, it's meaningful. But imagine if you could buy every figurine ever, and you had a whole room decked out with every figurine constantly. Could you really appreciate and value all of them, or it would just be like, yeah, I just got another figurine? Like, I think everything just dissolves into, I just got another one of those things, because it ends up just being like, I can get anything I could ever want. Like, there's no meaning anything. Like, I think if you won the lottery, you would have to like limit yourself heavily. Like, you'd have to I think honestly the best thing you could do for a lottery thing would also take care of your family like you would not believe, is do that, like take all the money and put it into like a low what is it called, it's like low level investment thing, to where like every month it generates like 40K for you in gross revenue as it sits there and builds up in a treasury or whatever it's called. And that would give you like it'd still make you probably exceptionally wealthy, depending on how much you won as far as the lottery is concerned. But it would still just give you like an understanding of like, okay, that's my mental, that's my like fish tank. There's a guy who I love dearly. He's fantastic. He's in Pirate Software. I'm sure you guys have seen him, but he made a video, a TikTok that I watched recently, which I thought was great. Which is, it's kind of like the don't grow beyond your means kind of analogy. But the idea is that you're like if you're a fish, and your job and your whole economic standard is the fishing bowl that or the fish bowl, the fish bowl that you're inhabiting. A lot of people, as they get like a new job that gives them a ton of income again, they basically are a tiny fish that grows to the size of the fish bowl. And then if you get like another big job, another big promotion, you get a bigger fish tank. But so often people just grow to that fish tank. I've seen this with my brother, who works for the city and such, who is just his wants have just become more like crazy, where like he wants a bigger house, he wants so much more things, and that money that seemed like crazy to him becomes just like not enough. So From Software, kind of his whole, not From Software, goddammit, Pirate Software. His whole mantra is basically try to stay a small fish in a big tank. That way, if you ever like fuck up when you lose your job or something, your brain's not like accustomed to certain crazy luxuries. So if you have to downsize your tank, you're mentally still going to be fine, you know. So like humble living, essentially, irrespective of the money you can generate. Go for or skip Jane. I know you'd love to have Caesar, so if you can't feasibly afford Jane and still get Caesar after, then I'd obviously skip. Lone says, me personally, I never felt C1 as that or read all that. I saw that Albedo figurine today and I was tempted to buy it, but I held back I was about to say, you probably should hold back, at least for right now. I feel like I have to be the person, Lone, to say you have other wants. Apparently there's a new Nikita event happening. We got, Jane Doe coming. We also got some ZZZ stuff that you might be interested in, Wuthering Wave stuff you might be interested in. So definitely, you have other wants right now. Oh, give it another try. Accent's not. Give it another try again.
Hope there'll be some leads about the Lion's Den.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pause it, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for letting me ramble so much. Kind of had a little wind down thing there. I think I'll do what you guys said. I have to think about it more, because Fluff makes a good point of the only reason why I want Jane is so that Caesar can have like the best shot possible, and I also love her gameplay. Like, that's the other reason why it makes it easy to want Jane. But I have to see if the team that I have, of the characters I have, would synergize in any conceivable way with Jane. So yeah. I'll let you know when it's needed, stuff like that. Yes. I wish we could play her a little more. It's sad. It's only a little bit of a, yeah. Finished talking, the whole transmit section erupts in the hub. As thought they were crowded pub brawl. Some of the gangsters enjoy the R&R surrounding the couple of figures. One thin and one stocky. Is it the one guy getting beat up again? Ah. Guard stuff happening. I hate having to read all this shit. Sorry. Also, shit, yeah, I have to make a VR video today, so we have to wrap up. But I appreciate everyone being here for the emotional breakdown, by the way, of being steadfast in my resolve, and then being like, fuck, shit, shit. The crowd jeers noisily as though things look more and more as though we got it. Fight break show. Okay, am I good to pause now? Yes. Pause the special episode. Yes. Good stuff. All right. We'll complete that at a later date. And we're just awkwardly here. Good. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of farming. I have 10 wishes and $1,000. So it's not looking great. From the people having found with ZZZ thus far, dupes for S ranks are nice to have but hardly mandatory, while dupes for A's feel mandatory but aren't hard to get. Jane is a spin around. I don't see your point. What do you mean? Jane also spins around. I don't see your point. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What is this referring to? Well, it says the size of the figure itself was good for the price. It took I took a liked 1/4 scale for my $165. That's not actually unreasonable. Yeah, $160 for like a good size thing. That's not terrible. But hey, at $150 it could go towards some wishes or something. I'm not helping this. I don't want to support this horrible practice. Love says, how does Nakamata fit your ice team? Oh, sorry, Nakamata. Sorry, Nakamata. Sorry. I thought you meant my bad. I thought you. I got her messed up. My dyslexia made me, for whatever, see. What's her name? I don't even think they have the same pretext. My brain just getting weird. Maybe it's because of the K-A-K. But I thought you were talking about her. Sorry. I don't know why Nekumata. I forgot. I guess I forgot her name, and I thought Nekumata was what she was called, but no. I see. So what you were saying? What again? So Jane, Nekumata, and Caesar, Lucy or Piper. So I could go Jane Doe. Could I go Jane Doe, Caesar, and Lucy? Or do I have to go Jane? You opt to skip Jane. I'm confused. I wonder what was potential option for me, basically. Yeah, I kind of see what Fluff's trying to say with the whole trying to make everything sequence together. But yeah, it sucks. My hope was that I could go with Jane, Caesar, and Lucy. But it's like that last part that's the problem. Maybe it's like Jane, Nekumata, and Caesar could work. But I don't have. Yeah, I guess that could work. Yeah, maybe not. Wait, wouldn't we need someone from the special faction? I'll read the bottom of the chat so people can clarify. It's not figure collection aesthetic, so I can't say how I would feel if I had such a collection. I think it's just anything. I think, again, if you could buy any shoe and you just had, hundreds of shoes, I think eventually, it would lose the meaning of the excitement of finally having enough money to buy your favorite pair of shoes, you know? I think too much money does stuff to the brain where, everything becomes access. Now, granted, you could be a person who has just tempered, who has lived with that much money and knows how to handle it. Yeah, but I'm only going to buy stuff when I need it. But I feel like it's so easy to if you have a wellspring of money saved, to start spending some of that money, you know? That's why I like just to take the excess money I have and just throw it into, low-risk investing, just so that I don't perceive I have it. Does that make sense? I don't if it's there, then a part of me starts thinking, well, maybe I could afford this, and I'd rather keep my headspace pretty scavengery, you know. Fluff says, just focus on doing the content available and see how well you are able to before the timer for Jando is live. I did similar. I was strongly tempted by Ellen in the final days of her banner, as I had more than enough to guarantee both her and Zhu Yang. But I'm glad I didn't, as I likely wouldn't have gotten. Again, that makes sense. Fluff says you probably won't need to spend unless absolutely necessary. Yeah. You have 2 EMEs worth currently. What's that? What's EMTs worth? What's that? Fluff says, or is that like the pass? You mean wishes? I have 22 wishes in total. Fluff says, I'd recommend trying Piper with Jane. If you go Jane, you might find that they pair well together. Yeah, I just don't like Piper as her look so much, and her gameplay doesn't seem fun to me. I don't like the spinny wind thing. I think I hate, like, even if she was wearing normal clothes, I still just don't like her face, her hairstyle, everything about her I dislike. I do like hers a little more cool. She's like a little bit rad, more like. She got a hat on. I think it's fine. And again, her kit looks fine to me. But I don't really like Piper at all.
How can I help?
Even if she was like the best character for her, it'd still be like, I don't want it. But maybe she was so good that like she made everything so easy to play. Lone says, you right, Grin. I must stay strong for the waifus. Also, anime update, started Evangelion. Man, I've heard some terrible things from Evangelion. Unless you're watching like the full movie, it seems like a very hollowing series. Like I heard people say that the ending is unfulfilling, and then the person say, well, have you watched the entire movie? Or like the entire movie's after it? And you're like, no. But apparently that's a thing, so that's the only advice I got today of like, okay, that's something I've heard. Anyways, I also wanted to clarify something. Yesterday, I went back because I always don't know if I say things properly. Like sometimes you're talking for like hours and hours a day, and my brain is like built to fail, basically. Dyslexia and all that shit. Terrible with names, and I can't hear myself also. These are noise canceling, so if I'm ever loud, that's why. Yeah, all those things. But yesterday I was talking about I think Seb came in here, was talking and saying a bunch of stuff, which I was always found fun. If anyone's able to pick my brain about YouTube stuff, I love. Even though I'm kind of in a weird space right now when it comes to that whole stuff. But I think I didn't really explain myself really well then. 2 things I wanted to kind of correct myself on. One of the things I talked about yesterday was how Seb basically said, well, did you ever make any headway with doing like your mastermind program for YouTube? And I said no, because I never really found someone. Well, it's honestly 2 reasons. One reason is just that I'm not a very sociable person outside of like this community. So like if like for instance, if somebody, I wait for people to reach out to me before I reach out to them, which is a bad thing. If you want to start a mastermind program or try to like get better at stuff together with people, it's nice to have people there. So that's just not me. That's just not my nature. So I struggle with that of like trying to like, okay, set time away to like going through a bunch of like YouTubers who are not really like who are serious but yet want to do this, and then send them Discord message and be like, hey, I was wondering if you wanted to do this like hyper personal thing with me, which is a hard sell. So that's also where you need to like kind of build in a way, and that's not my natural strength, I guess. Anyways, but then the other thing I kind of mentioned, which was it's very hard for me to kind of build that kind of program, which I would love. I could totally see the value and the power in like having people with you. Like imagine how easy it is to grow when you have 2 people who are also fervently trying to get better, like just working their ass off to try to make any improvement that they can. They're coming to you with like how to improve your stuff. You're talking about how to improve their stuff, and it's just like this feeding off each other's energy and just growing and just trying to improve as much as you possibly can. I could totally see how that could just be incredible. The issue is what happens when you are basically sprinting full ahead, and people start to not take this seriously, or people start to not do this really well. That's the issue. Or not do this really well, sorry. I'm not explaining myself correctly again. It leaves you basically being like, I'm like driving forward with so much of my effort, my time, my everything, and you're not really taking this seriously, so then it makes me feel like I'm almost being held back or wasting my time by people who aren't at least like taking this as seriously as you are. Like if you were trying to get better at art and you were in an art class trying to draw art and people were goofing off around you and like bumping you and shit, and they weren't like trying to help you, and you were doing everything you could to help them, and then they didn't help you. I've been in situations where I've experienced this, and it's demoralizing. It makes you feel like, am I an idiot? Why? Like it also makes you just want to get away from that noise. So that's why I find that's a little hard too. But it's not the way I kind of made it sound yesterday when I talked about this kind of thing with Seb was like, you need to be good enough to like be someone who I'd consider. It's not the case at all. I would take anybody who's just passionate as hell about improving to the same extent that I would be. So that's what I meant. Where I kind of put it off like, and again, I said stuff that it sounds terrible, but it's stuff like, I think I said, I'm not doing this for fun. I'm doing this to really try to get better at it. Which I don't mean to say that like I'm having a ton of fun doing all of this stuff. I adore it to completely. I love content creation. I love talking to you guys. I love thinking of stories and telling people them and finding ways to improve yourself and your creations as much as you can. Who doesn't love that? But it's the level of like, are you also willing to accept the struggle that comes with trying to learn a skill, that comes with trying to grow? Like, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, and are you willing to endure that? And to me, I very much am. I've proven that I've been able to do that for 10 years. So that's kind of what I mean as well. Is like, it'd be really nice to find someone who is as into this or as passionate in that way to want to create something and to grow and to figure out stuff. So I just wanted to make that clear about that. And then the other thing was, I still am like adoring the shit out of YouTube and stuff like that. I just find right now I've lost my like kind of like my driving ambition a little bit because, again, my Spirit video did really well, and frankly, a lot of the Blade and Sorcerer videos have been doing really well. But some of the videos I upload that I think should be a good story. They should be interesting. I hope they're better than the last one I made. And then they completely miss. So it makes me kind of like, am I just misunderstanding who my audience is? I'm left basically like perplexed at what I could do. It's not that there's not like 1,000 things I could improve upon. It just feels like I'm like missing a core fundamental thing of the game, I guess, you know? And maybe not everything can work out, you know? Like, these are all the things that I feel like I'm thinking about. But regardless, the kind of innate feeling is this feeling of like being lost. Like, what do I do kind of thing. So it's not that I'm not having fun. It's not that I'm not loving this. It's just that I'm in a place where like I'm low on ambition, and that means I'm low on trying to find out whatever the hell that answer is. Does that make sense? So that's my two things. It's not that I'm not enjoying this. It's not that if I were ever to make a mastermind group, that I have any ill will towards anyone doing that. It's just that it's I want to find someone who's as passionate as I am about this stuff, hopefully, or even half as passionate about this stuff as I am. And yeah, that's hard to find, and all that stuff. And as well as I'm still loving this completely. I just am in a place right now where I'm low on ambition, and it's always an annoying place to be. Yeah, hopefully that makes more sense, because I feel like last time I said it in a way that was kind of very like again, I said something like, again, I was trying to speak to the point of like, sometimes when you're trying to get better at stuff, there are moments when it's not exactly fun because you're having to like sit down and learn about how to do stuff. Like learning about how to put text to speech in something is fucking brutal, you know? Like it's not like nothing. It's not super complicated, but when you're not really full of ambition and it's another like step-by-step program switches and stuff is a bit much, you know? Anyways, let me read chat, sorry. I was giving a suggestion for today for Jane. If you skip Jane Doe, I see. Nekomata just needs another physical Caesar, and then you just need to get a biker Lucy to get I see. So that could help kind of complete that switch. Gotcha. Is there any way that Caesar and Nekomata can work? Or sorry, Caesar and Jane Doe can work? Why don't you just get another biker Lucy, Pernica, Lighter, Piper are all valid options. EMT encrypted master tapes are limited banner wishes. Oh, okay, I see. Fluff says Piper, Grace, and Bernice would be the 3 alternatives for making sure Jane still triggers her special ability. I see. Piper, Grace, and Bernice. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, if Bernice is in the... Yeah, if Bernice is in the same picture, same thing as Caesar, then that might be something to really pay attention to. Fluff says, unless you get Seth, which might work with Caesar if she triggers off the second defense agent. Lone says, yes, I am watching the Rebuild movies, which are all episodic remastered. Gotcha. That's nice. That's nice, at least. Bolty says, this is such an anime plot that things you are trying to tell us about, Grin. What do you mean? What do you mean? Fluff says, while it involves a lot of the TV, getting your weekly progress on Hollow Zero is also important for helping you get more account XP. Polygram and buy pawn. Oh shit. Okay, wait. While it involves a lot of the TV stuff, getting your weekly progress with the Hollow Zero. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think that's the one thing that I haven't been doing a lot of is the Hollow stuff because I've just been limited by the story by not being able to complete it, but I'll try to bang that out this week. Bodhi says, by the way, the video about your VR game, the VR game was really well done. Thanks, man. It's tough because like man. Thank you, Bolty, for letting like just being a good person to talk about stuff like this too. But yeah, man, I really like the way the video came out too. I like it sucks because like the videos I want to do the best tend to always choke a little bit. And the videos that I kind of like I don't care as much about, I perceive that they're going to fail. They do really well. Like, and I think it's probably because like maybe it's because I think that they're not going to do well. I kind of overly try when it comes to like the title and thumbnail. And then the videos I really want to do well, I overthink the title and thumbnail, and then it kind of cannibalizes itself or 10x's its effect. But yeah, I really like the way the kind of like critique went, etc. And then the developers who gave me a code like spoke about all the criticisms I mentioned in a lot of grace. Like they weren't rude about it. They were like, yeah, we totally get it. We wonder what's causing the impact to not be registering, things like that. And it was really wholesome also just to be given an opportunity like that, because I always wonder how I would handle like if I was given the opportunity to cover somebody else's work. And to me, I wanted to, because the opportunity in this case was basically being able to showcase the game before it even launched, I thought there was a better value in talking about the issues that I feel like would actually destroy the game's success. Not destroy the game's success, but like make it so that it didn't sell as much to as many people. Like slow down its momentum. I thought the better thing to do would be to talk about the issues while simultaneously talking about the things that the artists are doing exceptionally well, like the world design, the coloration, the destructible environments, and trying to weave that in a story to where like I hope people didn't get bored while talking about the things that it did well and progressing through like what you'll experience when you log in as well. But yeah, I'm happy that you enjoyed it, Bolty. I enjoy your criticism. Yeah, again, I tried to like I always dislike when people say like I'd give the sound like a 6. The story I find is nothing. It's a big nothing burger. Like I want to actually like show me a chunk of the story that determines that being the way it is. Like show me a moment that made you feel that way, and because then as a viewer I can judge if that's going to also make me feel that way. Like I tried to incorporate moments when like I'm punching this robot and it's just he's sitting there locked up and I'm just like. And then I should have probably put more in where I'm actually like pulling my hand back. The only thing I was able to do is like pull my character all the way back and then start like doing a run punch at someone's chest, and then it kind of did damage sometimes. But again, it's a really early access game. But yeah, that's the whole kind of weird sentiment there, which is which I always want to like give a criticism in which I can also try to say like this is the version in which you could solve it. Like I don't like criticism without saying like this is the version in which I think would help solve your problem. This is what you could do that could maybe alleviate that, because that causes you to think about if the problem is really a problem or if it's just something that you dislike personally. And you have to find a variant of that maybe is like, oh, okay, no, this I think would make everyone the most happy. Which is what the guy said in the email too. He said like, I'm not sure if we can add the things you mentioned because it's a little bit like our engine may not incorporate that, which I kind of feel like there's always the case with like development, like unless you build stuff in from the ground up with that framework. Then that's what makes it weird or good. But he said a lot of the stuff that you mentioned, it makes sense. Like we all believe in all that stuff. Fluff says to get Jane and Caesar to work, essentially option is to have Piper or Bernice, since they're both anomaly. And damn, that makes things even more complicated. I mean, yes, you always have Piper, but like if Caesar and Bernice are on the same banner, which they are likely not, then it makes it much harder, because theoretically, if you want to have like the best Jane Doe team, you need to not only get at least one copy of Jane Doe, or at least one copy of Jane Doe. You also need to get one copy of Piper, of the Fire Girl, and then you need to get another copy of Caesar. So it ends up just being like you need to wish on potentially 3 banners. Hopefully, if it's just 2, then it's not nearly as bad. But then again, is Piper going to be that good? I think Piper's considered an anomaly character, so like AoE. I guess that's not bad because yeah, I think actually I don't know. I think also Jane Doe might be anomaly driven. This is complicated. This has made me feel really yeah, like very unsure. Fluff says to get Jane and Caesar to work. All right, we gotta do that. Bolty says and improved points you mentioned through the video. You really had some. Thanks, Bolty. Yeah, what do you call it? I appreciate that. What do you call it? I always just I really like to me. I want to, and I should have probably made this more clear in the video, but I really would prefer always having something for my brain to do. Like I really dislike the idea, like, and they have it in that game a little bit where they do this, and they kind of go, and they punch you, and it just leaves me sitting there like, and then I try to like get my hands underneath their shoulder, but the AI is like locks onto you, so it kind of makes it impossible. So you're like, I guess I'll just wait a little bit, you know. And yeah, it makes it just a little bit less like what you can do, you know. So I would always rather like a metric in which you can like have something that keeps your brain agitated, like on it, so that if you wanted to get some like little jabs, it could deal some good damage. But then you're mainly looking for that one like weak point where the lizard can see that's a weak point, and then punch it, and then that like explodes the arm or does a fucking damage and rocks them back, and then you re-instance stuff like that. I think would be very satisfying, you know. Fluff says Bernice is an S rank. Oh, what? Bernice is S rank. Oh, I didn't know Bernice was S rank. I thought Bernice was an A rank. Oh shit. Okay, that. Oh wow. I thought for sure Bernice was not that. I see. So, yeah, Bernice is not an option. It's not an option. Not yet. So the only option really is Piper. Well, then that makes things a little tricky. Then maybe we don't go for Jane Doe. But I like Jane Doe's look so much, and her kit looks so fun. Oh. And you're saying Piper is the only bridge.
Good day. So sleepy.
And Lucy can't be a bridge?
You want... to what do I owe the pleasure?
Jane Doe is anomaly, and she's oddly needs... either same faction, PubSec, or another anomaly to trigger it. Weird. I see. And she's not anomaly. She's support, right? Lucy's support. Damn, Lucy. Fuck.
Good day, Proxy.
And is she considered anomaly or something?
So
Ugh. Damn it.
Let's
Fuck.
take a break.
Seb says she's kind of bad in a good way. What do you mean? Yeah, like the one character, yeah. Lodi says the weak point sounds very fun, and even if the devs say they can't release it, they are missing a big opportunity. I mean, it would be cool. Maybe it's just in my head, but I always love. There's even like boxing games which people love, and like certain Rocky type games where it's like a dummy that has like little lights that like appear essentially on the target dummy, and you punch those lights, and it's one of the most played like mini games in that punching game. Fluff says, which you'll always the alternative would be getting Seth, assuming Caesar triggers off of a defensive if you if not the same faction. I mean, I would much it's tough.
Standing by.
I was about to say, if we're gonna go with that, I'd much rather go with Ben,
I only...
who's considered, I think, a defense character, right? Yeah. I feel so lost when it comes to ZZZ. I don't know what we're gonna do, gang. I'll probably try to get as much money as possible, and we'll just see how it ends up happening. I'll probably try to look up some synergies that could work with Caesar. But I really thought Caesar and John Doe were kind of made for each other because they're both physical and they both kind of seem like they do fit. But yeah, weirdly enough, maybe it is that firelighter guy will be like the weird bridge, which connects everybody. Yeah. Because yeah, I think he's probably gonna be anomaly based, and yeah. Anywho, what a mess. I feel even more unsure, but what I do know is I do really like Jane Doe. I really do like her gameplay. She's fast, she's dodgy. Dodgy is probably the biggest thing for me, where like I find I just like the dodge more than I do like to parry or anything like that. So, in some ways she maybe even beats Caesar in that way, but I just like Caesar's design. I just like the like fucking Valkyrie look a lot. But anyways, gang, sorry for talking to you guys so much. Appreciate you so much. We'll be streaming on Thursday. I don't think there's any. Well, there is the Sun Wukong game, which, dude, I really want to play, but we have so much to play. Is the issue? You know what I mean? And like that'll take up a slot for sure for a while going. You know what I mean? Because like I still want to do some VR stuff every now and again. We can take a little bit of a break from VR for sure, but yeah, I still would like to. I still like to play the ZZZ and Wuthering Waves. So maybe for a while there we could go Sun Wukong game and Wuthering Waves and ZZZ, and we could alternate Saturday to be that essentially. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the Wukong game looks awesome, and I was one of the first people who were like, I think that's a little crazy because I think we were one of the first people who ever even reacted to that thing. I remember I found that trailer on a whim, and I remember we all watched it together, and we were like, this looks great. I remember like I had 17 people come in the chat and be like, this looks incredible. What is it? Like, yeah, it's a cool game coming up, maybe. Caesar triggers off the second defense if not the same faction, which you'll all almost assuredly get Seth with Jane Doe Banner if you get her. Not so interested in the Wukong. Really? Oh, wow. I thought that Wukong game to me would look really cool. I just like Wukong in general. Could do Wukong one day and then do a gacha game on the other. VR is Thursdays, Friday. Wukong Thursdays, Friday. I always find we're better off doing like a lot of one thing. Like I always feel like we're better doing like, like what do you call it? Like the VR, like gacha games twice, and then doing like VR consecutively for like 2 weeks, and then maybe take a break, and then do like Wukong for 2 weeks. Basically, like honestly, probably better just to finish it. Like maybe even just do like a whole stream week of like nothing but Wukong until it's finished, and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, wearing that headset for so long, even though I wear it every day, is wild. Oh, my head. I gotta still do VR today. My body's so sore. I wanted to show you guys the 100-pound slam ball. Do you guys want to see it? I said we would I show it off at some point, and I feel like this is the only opportunity I have. Do you guys want to see a 100-pound slam ball? It is grotesquely huge, and I'm gonna snap my back in half to show it to you. But if you want, I could show you it. Could do the thing. Watch. Okay, Bully says yes. All right, gang. I hope you have enough visual stuff to see it. Let's see. How will I even make sure you guys can see? Can you guys see it from over here? Not really. Can I? Ow. Can I? Okay, you guys see a lot of the void. All right. You guys see, in fact, too much of the void. I can't really put my chair anywhere. Oh, I'll figure this out. All right. Give me a minute. Okay, we're here, back. For a reference, this is a measly 30 pounds. Okay, it's about that big. Oh fuck me! How can I make this so this can fit? If I push up like right here, maybe does that work somewhat? Can you guys see kind of that? It's fine. This, fuck. Oh, I want to pick it up in a way that you can really see the thing. Okay. All right. Give me a sec. Oh, okay. is a 100-pound slam ball. It's it's noticeably bigger, but that's what it is. It's 100 pounds, Atlas carry and stuff like that. Oh. As a reference again, this is a measly 30-pound slam ball. It's significantly less big. But that's a big boy. Oh. Grunt picking up 100 pounds is fucking brutal. It's also so small. You know what I mean? Like, in retrospect, like, what do you call it? Most women are like 120, 130 pounds. So this is like a like a little more than a woman, essentially. Oh, not more than a woman, sorry, a little bit less than a woman. And again, that's how big that is. Oh. But what do you call it? The goal is to be able to pick this up and press it over my head for a minute, and then to do squats, and then to do something that this one workout is hard. This is probably my favorite one, though. It's probably like the coolest out of the workouts that I know. But I don't know if I have enough space to do this, actually. Don't fall over. It's a shoulder, 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 and you do that for a minute straight, constantly going back. It's called an Atlas carry, essentially, where you're holding on your neck, but you're basically tossing 100 pounds over your shoulder and like cradling it, essentially. Oh my god. But yeah, that's a 100-pound slam ball. It's fucking heavy. Oh, it's heavy. Nog says, Jeebus. Helone says, if you want to show us, sure. But don't hurt yourself. No, I'm not gonna hurt myself, but it's definitely like it's a grunt for sure. Again, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm doing a 60-pound slam ball jump to 100, which is extreme. It's 40-pound heavier, and that's not how that works. Usually, like if you're going up in weight, you would go smaller increments, not bigger. But thankfully enough, slam ball stuff is kind of weird because it's such an all-body exercise stuff that your body adapts rather fast. I also find that out of all the things I've ever done, slam ball stuff is the thing that has given me at least the most like mutant like change in your physique, as far as like your back and your whole body just becomes more thick, like everything. Gnawing says, I prefer the spam method. Spam out a few weeks of game stories, spam out of a bunch of VR stuff, spam out a bunch of gacha game stuff, etc., etc. The way you land on something, I'm really yeah, exactly, yeah. So you can really like capture people. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I do think it's tough though, because I mean, I guess I just have to make peace where sometimes like there being a week where like 3 weeks where people just don't show up, because I do think the whole, like, if I did 3 weeks of VR stuff, I noticed that, not that you guys don't like it, I just don't think it doesn't really offer stuff that you can communicate about, really, you know? It's like, it's fun to watch. I noticed, like, all of our VR streams get, like, a shit ton more viewership when the VOD's finally up. But it doesn't get as much engagement as far as people talking, and I get way more kicks out of, like, talking to you guys and engaging with you guys in that way. But, yeah. But it makes more sense, probably, for just, like, consistency's sake. Lone says, I haven't seen Grinn's room from that angle for a while. I know. I'm kind of ashamed of my room, to be honest. It's kind of like a dark little cave. Nong says, or I could see myself getting into, I can just hop in and out, not trying to keep track of when and where everything is. Yeah. Damn Jeebus is, that Lone says, is it meant, or does the room look a bit different? No, it's what do you mean? It's the same room. There's a keyboard here. That's about it. That I need to get back into learning how to do the fucking thing. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. Appreciate you guys putting out with me, especially me showing you guys my weird buy. Guess how much that was, by the way? That was like $230. All right. Now, granted, I've been saving for a while because I've been trying to make that less of a punch in the gut. And yeah, it's just a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Shipping can kick your ass. Nong says, also, you're paying for pain as well. Nong says, have a holiday, like after spamming out one game. Take 2 to 3 or do VR, spam out gacha a few days or VR rise and rinse and repeat. To me, I guess it's different. I think if I was going full fledged into Twitch and in streaming, maybe that would make more sense. So I could do 2 or 3 days, take a break, 2 or 3 days, take a break, 2 or 3 days, take a break. That makes a lot of sense. But I'm not doing the full streaming thing. I love you guys to bits, and I love our stream so much, but I still have yet to see any signal. Like, every now and again, I'll get a video, especially ever since I've been starting to learn about YouTube, where it gets like 1,000 views, or like 50,000 views, or 100,000 views. So there's like a signal that like, oh, maybe people like this enough to where I'm at the level in which people are starting to enjoy it. So that I might be able to like, this could be something that I could like actually bet on. But if I was doing full-time streaming, I've not gotten a single like measurement of streaming stuff that I think, like I all the stuff that I think would do a lot as far as like get you to propel your potential in streaming, I think is like having people raid you, having like a streamer that you go back and forth with, things like that, and streaming an ungodly amount of hours of a specific kind of game and become kind of like the dominant directory driven person in that game. And Twitch calls it like the golden hour or something like that. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, Fluff. Appreciate that. Oh my fucking god, 56 months, currently on a 46-month streak. That's insane, Fluff. Thank you so much, especially at the end of the stream. But yeah, again, it's not that I'm opposed to it. Sorry. To doing like streaming as a dominant form of content, like forgetting about the YouTube channel for like 7 months or something like that, and then just going as hard as I can into Twitch and stuff like that. It's just I've not gotten like a positive response necessarily. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, it sounds shitty, but like most new people who pop into our Twitch chat are always asking about Let It Die. So like we very rarely ever get discovered, and I think I'm doing pretty good thumbnails and such and stuff like that. Maybe perhaps again the way to do it is to basically like play a super niche game. Like I know everyone does it like unique things, like whether it's like Cult of the Lamb, like when it was pseudo getting really popular, people were like dominating, just like making that their number one game, and that to me makes sense if you're going to try to move in the direction of Twitch stuff or streaming stuff. Sorry. But it's also, to be honest with you guys, the Twitch stuff kind of is a scary thing as well, because like unless you're really doing really well on Twitch, the level of hours and like constantly on kind of stuff. Oh shit, thank you so much, Lone. Just subscribe to Tier 1 sub. They've been subscribed for 50 fucking months as well. Holy motherfuck, you guys are insane. Thank you so much, both of you. Anyways, the last thing I was going to say was just that if you did get like succeed on Twitch, I do think that's an ungodly amount of time to have to like stay there, you know, keep uploading and like streaming for 7 hours every day. It just seems like a lot, you know. Granted, I guess I'm doing that already in a weird way of like I edit for ungodly amounts of hours and I spend a lot of time doing research and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, Nong says cult classic is what you're looking for, I think, maybe. The bros. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope I can see you once again. We'll be streaming Thursday, maybe Black Myth Wukong, and then we'll probably do Friday and Saturday. I'll see. I'll think about what Fetus said a little bit. Not Fetus said a little bit about like maybe just doing like one game for a week, and then the next week we do all of gacha games and stuff like that. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. Hopefully, I can see you one more time next week, if not many more times. And goodbye, my friends. Also, again, thank you so much for people who supported me at the very end. Thank you so much.